Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a while since we've done this. It's felt like it's been a while. How are we all doing? We got Dart, we got La Hangman, we got Haz, we got GMG, we got Cam. Welcome back. Finally, to the Nico Hulkenberg career mode. I think it's been about 2 weeks since we last streamed this series. Obviously, just got very, very busy over the last week or so. Daytona, everything like that. Formula Racer, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, not fun, Cam. Not fun. Surely you should be able to delegate that to someone else. Surely. At your status there, you should be able to delegate that onto someone else. I think everything's working as it should be. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right, we're going to try and do 2 races today then. So we'll wait and see. Wait and see how this one goes. Hey, congratulations, Suwei, buddy. I hope you're enjoying it. That's the most important thing. It's only you in, is it, Cam? That's not good. I'm doing very well, thank you, Formula Racer. I'm excited. I'm excited to bring Hulkenberg back. Obviously, I mean, so far this season, we'll go through to everything in a minute with, like, the video intro, but we're looking pretty good. 60 points clear in the championship ahead of Leclerc. What's that, 89 ahead of Lando? Leclerc is the only person with more than half of our points. We're still winning the Constructors as well, like 2 points over Ferrari. So we need Big G. We need Big G to try and help us out. Just a little bit more. Because although obviously the goal is just to win the Drivers' Championship, I would not complain if we could win the Constructors as well. Having a look though, chat. What we'll obviously be doing: Austria, Silverstone today, Belgium tomorrow. I might then try and do a double header of Zandvoort in Italy next week. Singapore will probably be a solo. Mexico will probably be a solo. I could do Brazil and Vegas as a double header, but I think that'll be quite a long one as well. So, oh, I'm sorry, Trabzon. Hey, you're more than welcome, Formula Racer. Oh, thank you, Ragebait. Thank you. Like I said, I didn't realise that she posted them. It was last night we were live. People going, oh, the pictures are so cute. And I go, and I have no idea what you're all talking about. Because we did them quite a few weeks ago now. Oh, Cam's built like a human... What's it called? What's it called? A human trapezoid? Is that the shape? He's built like that. He's built like that, our Cam. He's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Right, should we get on with it though, chat? Like I said, it's 2 races today, so I can't afford to mess around too much at the start. We've got to try and get on with this thing, because last 2 and 2 will get home, and 2 1 a tea by about 5 PM. So we got to try and make sure that we smash these out. Get you on the 30 Newton meter direct drive. Oh, you'd blitz it, Cam. You'd absolutely blitz it. Right, let's do this thing. Let's run it back, chat. Tea tonight, I can't remember off the top of my head. I honestly cannot tell you. Maybe if I go down and top up my drink at some point, I'll have a quick look. Hey, welcome in, Matt. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Right, let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome to round 8 of Season 3 of our F1 25 Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend out for the Austrian Grand Prix here at the Red Bull Ring. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live a couple of days ago from Canada, go back, check it out. It's safe to say, as we reach half distance this season, things are looking very, very good. And I'm really hoping that obviously we're going to give Hulkenberg the glory he deserves. The worst we've finished so far this year is 2nd. We've had 5 wins, 2 second places from the first 7 Grand Prix. It now means we've got a 60-point buffer ahead of Charles Leclerc in the Drivers' Championship. And although, again, I'd love to obviously keep extending that gap throughout the second half of the campaign, if we just play it safe, if sometimes we play for points to just make sure we get this World Championship across the line, that is absolutely going to be the plan as well. Lewis Hamilton, though, victorious back in Montreal for the first time this season. In fact, that win was his first podium of the season as well. So that means in the Constructors' Championship, Audi are just 2 points clear of Ferrari. So we desperately, desperately need Big G to try and pull his weight within the team as well. Of course, obviously, if you're new, make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. We're trying to hit 25k here on the channel. Also, make sure you drop me a follow over on Twitch. We're trying to get to 15k over there as well. But yeah, without further ado then, let's return here to the Red Bull Ring. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, we've got that all wrapped up then. I think we've done everything we need to. I don't believe there's any upgrades I can do. Hey, welcome in, Adam. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, I don't think there's too much. Don't think there's... Yeah, we've only got 200 R&D. We need... It would basically be a durability upgrade, which I could be tempted to do at some point. 42 days? Why is that taking so long? Wow, okay. So we got the best durability on the grid by actually quite some margin now, which is... Wait, is that chart backwards? Chat, that chart looks backwards to me. Actually, that's really... That almost feels like an optical illusion. It feels like it could be backwards or the right way. I don't know. Right, let's go. Oh, we have got another upgrade. We've got a few upgrades actually coming in by the looks of it. So, Aston Martin again, apparently, are having to remove some upgrades. I think they are the best car.
Mate, I know
but we'll wait and see.
Some new developments
Yep, they are not the best.
I'm afraid to say that
oh no, we're best now.
Quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop.
What upgrades failed?
R&D screen.
Any? Oh, no, apparently. Oh, I don't know. Very weird. F125, the further you go into career mode, the weird, like, the bugs and the weirdness gets more and more. Wait, Williams are now having to remove an upgrade. So, Ferrari are actually best coming into this weekend. But McLaren, Williams, Red Bull, ourselves, even Aston Martin and Mercedes are all right there. Any of those teams could win. We're doing Mexico. I don't believe we're doing Baku. I don't believe Baku's on this schedule. It's only a 16-race season. Hey, welcome in, yes. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Dry. Wonderful. That's a good way to start. That's a very good way to start. I forgot to cover my eyes. Ready for this one. But a dry weekend is a good weekend. I mean, both Austria and Silverstone should be fairly quick races. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Hey, welcome in, Generic. What have I been up to today, chat? I got up, I edited F1 2010, Brazil, penultimate round of the season. That goes live this evening. I then recorded some NASCAR this morning. So I did both the Xfinity and the Cup race from Texas. So they will be out. Xfinity, I think, is going to go out tonight. Cup race should be out later on this week. But that takes, like, almost 3 hours. So that took up most of my morning. Right, setup-wise then, again, I've kind of got to remember how to drive this car, because it has been a little while. So I just obviously want it to be a little bit less risky.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session.
Yeah, more
Nothing
lenient
you need
setup.
to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
That should be okay. If we go like that, we'll give that a whirl first of all. Just reduce the tyre pressure slightly. Yeah, we'll give that a whirl, see how the car feels. Oh, you've just got to disable the tyre temperature in Mexico. Well, the main reason we threw Mexico back in was accidentally last season. We ended up having an incredible race there, where we went from last to first. So I'm trying to basically manifest another race like that. I don't think it'll happen, but hopefully, I mean, we'll only have 2 races left after that. In theory, we could be world champion by then. I'll have to wait and see. Next F1 Manager video, I think, will be either this weekend or early next week. We've got a few other bits and pieces going on at the end of this week, including Forza Horizon 6, so exciting times. Oh, I can't. Oh, hello. Arsenal haven't bottled it. So what you want to do is just run, I think it's surface rather than surface and carcass temperature. It's basically broken on a lot of tracks on this game. But it basically just means the AI, especially around tracks like Mexico, are insanely OP. Because they don't suffer tyre temperature in the same way the human player does. It's really dumb, but it basically just means you've got a much fairer chance against competing against them. Yeah, in the settings. So Mexico, Spain, even Baku as well. They are some of the tracks where it's really terrible. But there we go. That's not a bad way to start. Purple score immediately. I like it. I like it. Yeah, what's going on with the Premier League, chat? This is normally where you guys update me on what's happening. Are Arsenal going to win it? Are City going to win it? What's going on? You tell me. Because I don't know. Tottenham are thriving. Are Tottenham not going to get relegated anymore? Right. Because West Ham... did West Ham lose controversially, I think I saw somewhere? Am I right in saying that West Ham got robbed? City have a game in hand. But who's going to win? That's the important bit. Arsenal robbed West Ham, did they? Because how many more games is there in the Prem this year? Like 3? Each team has got like 3 more games? 2, okay. It does make me chuckle just how many people are hoping for an Arsenal bottle. Again, as someone that cares so little about football, the amount of people that have been saying this to me is quite funny. 2 games for most, City have 3. Who is City playing? Oh, come on. Nice and easy. Arsenal is still going to bottle it. Okay. I shall keep that in mind. Is that going to be purple? It's going to be close. Yeah, that should be purple. Wow, okay. Car feels pretty good so far.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Again, I don't know football, chat. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do. Are they just mid-table, are they? City are in the FA Cup final against Chelsea. Okay. Right, well, we've already smashed through 2 of our practice programs, so we've just got to try and make sure we keep this one clean and tidy. Which, to be fair, race sim run in theory should be the easiest. I guess it's either that or track climatization, isn't it? As long as I don't get done for invalidating. That's the most important bit. Nice and easy. It does feel mad to me, chat, that we're already halfway through May. Like, where is this year going? It's honestly crazy. Oh yeah, it's just that corner I've got to be so careful with. I mean, track limits around here as well are lethal. That's going to be the really careful one. Like, obviously that's how we lost Montreal, wasn't it, last weekend? But I don't think I was going to hold off Hamilton anyway. So, Aston Villa are pretty good, aren't they? I mean, that's not bad going. Finishing for the summer in early May. I remember I did that one year at college, or my first year at college, I should say. I finished all of my coursework for the first year, and I couldn't start the second year coursework because they couldn't leave people behind. So I finished for Easter at like the end of March and then didn't go back until September. I basically had a 6-month break. That was quite nice. Yeah, car feels pretty nice actually around here. I think we've just now got a well-rounded car in this game. I basically had to sacrifice last season to try and give ourselves a decent car for this. Oh, I just went to a little local college. Nothing exciting. Yeah, the main reason I went was the only reason I went was I didn't get into sixth form, where I went to secondary school. Who am I going to replace Alonso and Stroll at in F1 Manager? I'll let you guys into a little stream secret. The amount of people I've tried to hire and none of them are interested. I tried to get Gasly. I tried to get Behrman. I offered for Jack Crawford to literally replace Stroll for Mexico. He declined, despite the fact I was willing to pay him big bucks. Like, what F2 driver in their right mind just casually turns the opportunity of an F1 drive down? I was like, you can be in the car next weekend if you like. And he went, nah, I'd rather go in next season. I'm like, no, but I don't want you in next season. I want you in now. So we are genuinely running out of opportunities and people that are willing to sign with us that are already good. That's the scary bit at the moment. But I've got a few more people that I'm hoping to hire. We'll wait and see. I mean, as we proved, though, in Mexico, the Aston Martin's not that bad with all the upgrades on it. I guess you don't want the second car at the moment, because Alonso's still doing bits in the first car. But still. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm pretty certain Lewis is retiring. Because I did try and scout him out, but he wasn't interested. Because I'm pretty certain Alonso's going. Hamilton's also retiring. Obviously, Stroll's going to Alpine. Gasly's not interested. So it's all a bit confusing. All a bit confusing. Right, I think that's practice done and dusted. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. All purple, chat. 600 R&D. Glorious. That's what I like to see.
And if today's practice is anything to go by,
just get Alex Palau.
That
That could be a good shout. If I really struggle, that could be a good shout. So, fastest then in practice by 1/4 of a second over Norris. Leclerc in P4, but he was on softs. Bortoletto as well, not looking too slow. Yeah, I could use the database editor to sign someone. I kind of want to see who I can sign otherwise, but yeah, I might have to force someone. Because let's be fair, Aston Martin, IRL, could basically just pay whatever money they want to sign whoever they want. So, 98 experience, 99 racecraft, 89 awareness, 99 pace, 96. We are getting mighty close to 99 rated. I don't want Colapinto. If worst comes to worst and I have to bring in Colapinto, I would, but I don't want Franco Colapinto.
High up in the mountains here at Spielberg.
Right then, chat. Get your predictions in. Where do you think we're going to qualify for the Austrian Grand Prix? If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins. If you're on YouTube, let me know in chat. Yuki is in the game. I don't know if Mick Schumacher is. I think he is, but I don't know. I'd have to double check.
Radio check.
So obviously it's a really, really short lap here. We could, in theory, do 3 runs, but I don't think I want to. If I can save a set of soft compound tyres. So Norris has done a 2:03. Sorry, a 1 minute 2.3, even. So I mean, could we get a 101 out of this car? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I reckon a 101's doable. I mean, the database mod is really cool, and like the F1 2026 mod I've got. I know it's been taken down now, but I've still got access to it. It's great fun. Right, let's go then. First run. Let's see what kind of time we can get out of this car. Although it is one of the shortest laps on the calendar, it is still quite bad for battery management. I've got to be a little bit careful in places that I'm not using too much charge. Oh, come on. That was sent over the top of the hill. That actually worked out quite nicely, though. Definitely left a bit of time on the table at turn 1, but that's okay. That's why you do a banker lap. Oh, a little bit lacking confidence there. I mean, this car isn't always the best over 1 lap. It definitely comes alive a bit more in the race. Come on. Yeah, move! Thank you. Ish. Ooh, purple. Okay. Despite the fact that I didn't feel that great through Sector 2, I'll take purple. Couple more corners to go then. Oh, back end was just sliding around there a bit too much. Power down though, runs for the line. What's it going to be? 1:02.3. I go 0.02 of a second slower than Lando Norris. But interestingly, at least after the first runs, Ferrari, they seem to be really struggling. I did really consider, if I got more into F1 Managers, setting up like a females-only team. Trying to do like a women's challenge on there. I actually genuinely have quite a lot of ideas for F1 Manager. I'd love to do a Prema series, where I can basically only hire Prema F2 and F3 drivers. A female series, basically just trying to hire, obviously like Abby Pullin or Jamie Chadwick, anybody like that. So if F1 Manager was still more popular, there's definitely other bits and pieces I'd love to do with it. From the current F2 grid, who do you think has the highest chance of getting into F1? Probably, I want to still say Dumb, but he needs to sort himself out. I can see Nicholas Solov getting an opportunity as well at the moment. So Leclerc's only in 6th. So Norris, yeah, he's about 10th and a half up now. Albon's 3rd, Verstappen, Piastri. Big G up in P8, that's good for him. Hamilton down in 13th though, so he's really struggling. What's your budget, Ragebait? That's kind of the big thing. How much are you wanting to spend? Because part-time work can mean many things. Oh, there's so many cars in the way. Come on. Get on with it. This seems like a decent enough gap. Right, one more lap then. Let's see if we can try and dip into the 101s. I think we're going to see a lot of quick times coming in from different drivers. I was going to try and give Bortoletto a bit of slipstream on the run to the line, but I don't think that's going to be worth it. We need to send it. Oh, that was nice. Immediately a 10th and a half up then through turn 1. So as long as I don't lose any delta, that should be pretty good. A little bit away from the curve there through turn 2, but we get the car sped up. Oh, lost a little bit of ground on the exit, but that's okay. Again, just trying to manage the battery. Ooh, rock on. Nice and easy. Roll the car through the exit. Oh, no. Understeer. Well, I'm purple sector 1, purple sector 2. I forgot to disable delta. We're 4 tenths up. Piastri's gone to a 102 flat. Whoa. That was close. Oh, that was really hanging on towards the end. Out of the final corner, though. 1019. That will be pole. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
I might be going through the changes.
Nice work. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then.
I got really confused then. I thought I was Bortoletto for a second. I was like, where do people find so much time? But there we go. Pole position ahead of Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. Verstappen lines up 4th ahead of Albon and Bortoletto. Ferrari 7th and 8th. So there is still an opportunity for them. There's Alonso and Carlos Sainz. The 2 Spaniards rounding out your top 10 there. So once again, Mercedes are terrible in this series. 14th for Russell. 17th for Antonelli. The V-Carbs locking out the back row of the grid yet again. It's always the V-Carbs and Jack Doohan right at the back of the pack. Best wheel at that price point, Ragebait. Thrustmaster T128. Great little wheel. You can normally get it for just over £100. Would highly recommend for a first wheel. Yeah, that was a good lap in the end. I was kind of hanging on to the car, but it still felt good. Right, I'm going to try and do some more durability upgrades. I know that seems crazy, but at this stage, we just need reliability in the car. That's going to take 2 months. Right, there we go. So, yeah. We've got a pretty good car. We've got a pretty good car, chat. What's my contract performance? My target is still set at 99. Are we close to any accolades? Oh, I can't check, can I? That's annoying. I don't think we're close to any accolades at the moment. Right, let's go. Let's go, chat. Get me drink ready. I mean, yeah, that would have been frustrating had I invalidated down at the final corner. Very, very frustrating. But we held on to it. We held on nicely. So I can't complain. All the time, you must have the drink. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Right, chat. Get your predictions in. Where do you think we're going to finish this Grand Prix? Again, if you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins. If you're on YouTube, you can let me know in chat. I'm looking forward
Good
to this one.
afternoon
I'm
and welcome
feeling
to Spielberg
confident.
into a circuit that in one form or
Ross
another
Sprintoli,
has
welcome,
held
welcome, welcome.
every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the
Oh,
very
my
first
pedal cam's
back in
died.
1964.
Why didn't no one tell me the pedal cam
It was
had
at
died?
this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1
was
victory
definitely working
in
earlier.
1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 meters above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6
camera
miles,
died.
with the best
Give me a
overtaking
second.
chances into turn
Let's have a look.
1 and a tight uphill of turn 3. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Nico Hülkenberg lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen,
Maybe that's going to be back alive
Alex
again.
Albon, and Bortoletto, Leclerc,
Expecting to have a
Aaron,
mechanical failure at
Ehrman,
some point,
Pierre Gasly, and Russell.
but I just don't know where.
Stroll, Colapinto, Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
Is it back?
and
Oh, there we
Jack
go. We're back.
Doohan.
That's weird.
Hadja and Liam Lawson rounds off
Right, there
the
we go.
grid.
Pedal cam's back.
It's
Wonderful.
almost time for the lights to
See,
go out.
like I said, it was
So
definitely
let's
working
head
this
down to
morning.
the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson.
I'm
Let's
doing
look
very
at
well,
their
thank you,
season, and
HBL.
particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, you know, rule number one.
Hulkenberg,
beat
we're
the
doing
teammate.
better than
They're
Big
the
G.
one that share the same
You know,
equipment
7
as you.
podiums in a
And
row,
yes, the cars
5
will
wins in a
vary
row.
Essentially, they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have
Yeah,
to
Lance
do.
Stroll at Red Bull
And
is
it
still
looks like it's
hilariously
going their way,
cursed.
doesn't it?
I had
And they
forgot
need
about
to
that this
carry
weekend.
on this momentum, this
I
energy
think
through
Max
the rest of the
Verstappen's going to
season.
wipe the floor with him, though. Although Lance did beat Max at
All right, give me a quick
Canada,
radio
didn't he?
check, please.
Home
Radio
Grand
check.
Prix, the AI normally get a buff.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I mean, sensibly, I'm probably going to need 12 laps of extra fuel here, where it's such a short lap. I feel like fuel management is going to be lethal. I don't think I want to do a 3-stop, though. I think I'd rather stick to a 2-stop strategy. There's no real risk of rain, so 23, 23, 25 should be okay. Do we think I need more fuel than that? How much fuel are we saying I need? 15 laps extra? I mean, we did genuinely get through like 10 laps extra in Canada, didn't we? But I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll try 14 laps of extra fuel. I mean, safety cars, red flags here aren't impossible either. But we'll wait and see what we can do. Right, come on then. 71 laps. Luckily for us, Oscar's on the hards. 5 red lights are coming on. Oh, and the Austrian Grand Prix is go, go, go. Off to a little bit of a wheel spinny getaway, but we should be able to cover Oscar off. Oh, in towards turn 1. Nice and tidy. Oh, through that first corner there as Piastri tried to have a bit of a sneak. It looks like Albon's done well to try and get past Norris and Verstappen down at turn 1 as well. Here comes Piastri up towards the top of the circuit then very first time, so he's got those hard tyres working for him very nicely early on. Round the outside though we will go. Like I said, we've just got to try and hang on to the lead off the start here. 3 DRS zones around this circuit. It's Bortoletto. Big G up in a 5th spot as well, so I'd love to see Big G scoring a big result this weekend. So yeah, he's got ahead of Verstappen. Nope, Leclerc now has claimed that one, so Verstappen's gone backwards then. Early on here, of course, normally a pretty good race for him and for his team, but not early on at the moment then, as we're just trying to see if we can get that 1 second zone ahead of Oscar Piastri, or by the time we get down towards the final couple of corners. Make sure I don't get done for track limits there, we'll just lift out slightly, but still able to get the bite through the car there down to the final turn, and look at that then, a 1.4 second margin by the end of lap 1, so Piastri definitely now beginning to struggle on those hards as Albon down the inside at turn 1. Alexander Albon is not messing around, ladies and gents. He and Williams still looking for their first victory of the season, despite how competitive they've looked. And there you go, Albon trying to make the move happen. Will he get down the inside at turn 3? All this is doing is giving us a huge buffer up at the front of the order, but I think Albon has just about pulled it off. Let's just try and run away at the front. I mean, as stars go, I was a little bit nervous there with what Piastri was going to be able to do, but it's worked out really nicely. And I didn't even get a warning. So we got to love that.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Yeah, we do often have to Lyco a bit more as these races go on. We'll wait and see whether that's going to be the case today. How much fuel are we already through? So we're going already 0.3 down. So, even, I mean, that's still looking at like 11 and a half laps of fuel we're going to burn through extra. It is mad just how much fuel we seem to get through in this series. Why does the Audi have such a drinking problem? I'll be intrigued to see what Albon's doing, whether he's 2 or 3 stopping as well. He's very, very interested. Yeah, Williams seem to just have a very good car this season. They actually made a lot of progress towards the end of Season 2, and they've just kind of held on to it. We were locked into a constructors battle with them. If anything, Williams are a bit unlucky this season, because they've had a very, very good car. So obviously the big one is just trying to make sure that we outscore Leclerc. That's goal number 1. Hey, fair play, Matt. That's good going. Yeah, I think one of the V-carbs had an issue down at turn 1. Sometimes the AI will kind of just get up on that outside curb and either spin themselves out fully or half spin. So they have got to be a little bit careful. Oh, come on, nose in. I think Austria and Silverstone, I think the normal layout is better. Zandvoort, absolutely the reverse layout is better. Austria, both layouts work quite well. Silverstone, the reverse layout, I think the only problem is that you just can't really overtake. There's no real big braking zones that you can go too wide. But Zandvoort, the normal layout's terrible. The reverse layout is way more fun. Not that there's really that many places to overtake either way round. What on earth is going on there? Oh, that is a warning. Stupid. Feels like just sometimes the car bottoms out through that final turn. And we just can't get the fight.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That's the most important thing, Dart, as long as you got the shot there. Reverse Austria is a track where you can really kind of throw the car in. There's just a couple, like, what is normally turn 3 is just really, really awkward. That's what I don't like so much about Reverse Austria. So, yeah, I think Piastri's hard tyre gamble, at least very, very early on, is not working for him. So, Leclerc's, I mean, he's basically, what he's doing is just spreading everybody out. He's basically just meaning that everybody loses a couple of seconds behind him and then one car gets past him a lap. But I think we've got pretty good pace against Albon and Norris. Oh, that's a really stupid warning. We're already up to 2. When are we going to get the penalty? Ooh. I usually get trending with warnings. It's just something that happens. We did get a couple of races this season where I didn't get a pen. That's normally just to annoy Rage Bait, though. Like Jeddah, we didn't get one. Monaco, I don't believe we got one. Canada, we definitely did, though. And Austria, again, is a track where it's so easy to pick up pens. You're kind of just trying to tip the car in and pray that it grips up. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I mean, yeah, this Audi is just a very, very good car at the moment. I say, I struggled with it so much last season, and this season it's just absolutely come alive. Mainly at Monaco is the chicanes in turn 1. It can still be quite easy. Just to try and take a bit too much curve or something like that. Or like if you overcommit and nudge the inside wall and just bounce. That's one of the really bad ones to do at Monaco. Yeah, I mean, so far this season's felt pretty good, hasn't it? I mean, Max did what in 23? Was it 2 second places, 1 fifth, I want to say? And the rest were wins? We've had the 2 second places. I guess I just need the 5th somewhere and try and win every other race. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. I doubt that'll happen.
Okay, so we're leading our team.
There will be other tracks where I struggle.
0 seconds.
Get the Singapore, get 5th place in Singapore. I don't think we've got Singapore on. Oh no, there is Singapore on this calendar, isn't it? Is it Singapore this season? What have we got? So obviously we've got this and Britain today, round 8 and round 9. Belgium tomorrow, round 10. Zandvoort, round 11. Monza, round 12. I know we've got Mexico, Brazil, and Vegas at the end. Is it? I think it is Singapore, isn't it? Because it's either got to... I know it's not Baku, and it would either be Singapore or Kota. So I think I've put Singapore in. And then we'll finish the season out with Vegas. Well, hopefully Hulkenberg shall be victorious. Did I get a haircut before I went on a date with Matt212? I'm sure I probably got one fairly recently beforehand, but I didn't go and get a haircut specifically for that date, I don't believe. What's the question, Ross? I can try and answer. Although Matt212 always says to me that when I cut my hair, or when someone cuts my hair, I can see the greys less. If you could run any team for a race weekend, what team would you pick? How would you do it? I'd probably have to go... I mean, you want to be at a good team, don't you? Maybe I'd want to go like Ferrari at Monaco or something like that. Although the strategy choices on Sunday would be scary. But I think just to be in that atmosphere at Monaco would be so good. Good on you, Dart. Very wise. So, yeah, gap to Norris and Leclerc staying fairly level. Piastri's still struggling a bit. Bortoletto, though, versus Max Verstappen was not the fight I was expecting to see today a little bit further back. Oh, join the club, Lahagman. Really hurts. Or mine did, anyway. I mean, we very much just are settling into a rhythm, aren't we, at the moment? Say, Albon now is beginning to struggle. Those soft compound tyres won't last forever. Tyre wear, though... Well, actually, tyre wear is quite low. I thought tyre wear was going to be a bit worse here, hence why I opted for the 2-stop. I'll be intrigued if any AI opt for a 1-stop, but I don't think it's that beneficial. I think we probably could 1-stop if I had to, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think over a 100% race distance, you can make the time back. My favourite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Always loved Lewis, ever since he debuted. I'm going to be so sad if he does decide to retire. I mean, I know he will at some point. Oh, we got yellows, Verstappen! Max Verstappen's gone? No, it's a Haas. I think Verstappen had a half spin, and now one of the Haas cars is breaking down for good. Is that Aaron? Is that Ollie Behrman? Nope, neither of them have broke down. Okay. Clearly everybody's just trying to half spin off a turn 1. It's going to keep trying to bait me. Yeah, I think I have a 2 on the sides and then blended it on top. Haircut-wise, I think. I mean, who will retire first, Fernando or Lewis? Why on earth? Matt212 would kill me if I got a mullet. I don't know which one she'd hate more, a mullet or skinhead. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll get skinhead on top and then a mullet on back.
Okay, Nico, we've got some clear track in front of us.
Do you reckon both Alonso and Lewis will give it up this year? I can't see them both going out at the same time. I don't think Hulkenberg will give it up yet. I think Hulkenberg's definitely got another couple of years in him. He seems quite happy. Audi seem happy with him. They want a German in that car. It makes sense. I think Lewis will want to do one more season after Fernando goes. I think the big thing for Lewis, of course, is what does Ferrari want to do? Do they want to put Behrman in alongside Leclerc?
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Because Lewis obviously won't want to go to like a midfield team or anything like that. If he can't get an opportunity at the top team, he'll probably call it. Grow a mustache. It would take me forever. I can't really grow a mustache. I can get like around the sides and stuff, but I can't grow a mustache. Just doesn't work. Because I think if Ollie Behrman doesn't get a move up soon, other teams will start knocking. Unless Leclerc goes elsewhere. Because let's be fair, as much as I love and rate Charles Leclerc, for how long he's been at Ferrari, and I'm not blaming him, he should have had a lot more success by now. The fact that if Antonelli wins 5 more races this year, he'll be tied for wins as Leclerc is mad.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
Bortoletto is kind of
taking care of them.
He's not doing a bad job by any stretch, but it kind of feels like he's gone under the radar a bit now. So Albon's in. So I think he's 3-stopping. Which seems like a bad choice by Williams yet again. But how many times have we seen this year? Where Williams mess up the strap? It's basically just what Williams do in this series. So yeah, I mean, I'm not putting like much over Norris. I think we've definitely got a little bit more speed, but I think Leclerc's actually running quite well at the moment. But he is still 8 seconds back. Yeah, Williams are literally Ferrari in this game. Very, very competitive car, but just cannot execute. And that's a shame to see for Williams. The amount of times they've almost won races, or had the speed to win races but mess up the strap. Well, these big G's up to P5 then. So it looks like Audi are a legitimate front-running car then. We got 2 McLarens, 2 Audis, and 2 Ferraris in the top 6. It's not bad. Pretty good company. Oh, come on. Nose it. We call Gabriel Bortoletto Big G because he's Big Gabriel. I can't remember why it started in this series, but we just do. We always check in on Big G, how he's getting on. Because he is the biggest G. I think it was because he gave me slipstream somewhere once. Obviously accidentally. But it helped to say, I want to say. I'm not sure we would have been this competitive though, Langman. It just feels like last season's car just wasn't that good. This season's car, with all the upgrades now we've brought, definitely feels better. Like, it was more just about the amount of random oversteer we get in last season's car. And this year's just doesn't really struggle with it. He says, oversteering at turn 1. Yeah, but it felt worse than the season 1 car. And it had more upgrades on it. I think we just took the upgrade direction the wrong way. I think we focused too much on power when we should have been spending way more effort on chassis. Because that's the big thing this car needs. It's got a very good engine. It just needs more chassis upgrades. And we only really learnt that through season. I basically spent most of season 2 trying to set the car up ready for season 3. I would say, depends how many races, how often you do races, to be honest. If you can, yeah, I don't know. We still don't know exactly when the F1 26 DLC is launching. Hey, welcome in, Gundog. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Whoa, easy. You could probably still do 24. Oh, there you go. There's the pen. That's annoying.
6 seconds.
Hey, no worries, the hangman.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
I mean, luckily we seem to be pulling away again from Lando and Leclerc, so I guess I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that at the moment. I remember we won this race back in season 1. But I can't remember what happened here last season. I guess if worse comes to worse, you just like set the race distance way shorter and try and do like 2 or something. I think always the big thing for me though with 24 race calendars on this game, although I don't mind them doing them for like series and stuff, there's just so many races that feel like a drag on F1 25. Especially towards the end of the season where you got all those sprints. Like those last 6 races I always hate. Unless I'm in like a really tight championship battle, they just feel like busy work. Hey, welcome in, Sosa. Hope you're doing well, sir. Might need to open my window soon. It's getting warm in here. But it's not helped by the fact I'm rendering out a video on my other PC. So I got all 3 PCs chucking out some good heat this afternoon. Hey, welcome in, Mark. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Ooh, that was slidey. Absolutely gutted me forcing myself to learn golf. Do you mean like playing it, Sosa, or watching it, or? One of my mates said to me ages ago, he's like, you should get into golf. I was like, why? Yeah, when you're self-employed, you've got the time. I was like, eh? Wait, how do you think this works? Yeah, I might get the air conditioning on. Although I could just open the window, it's not that warm here. You probably save some electricity. I mean, I'm alright at the moment. I'm definitely just starting to notice a little bit of warmth. Ah, this is career mode, yes. We've got to try and wrap up the Hulkenberg career mode. I don't want it to drag on. But I don't know what I'm going to do if we wrap up this series long before F1 26 comes out. Well, like, what series am I going to do to try and fill the time? Oh, that's stupid. Just got over the white line. AI set to maximum. Forza, I believe, is Friday, Moyland. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit gutted that the game got leaked, but that seems to be a more common occurrence nowadays. But I haven't seen any footage of it still.
Okay, Gabriel's in the pits. Gabriel is in the pits
I could try and rescue Jack doing script. Where would I put him, though? I guess if I'm doing that on F1 25, I just obviously keep him at Alpine. Where is Dog 212? Dog 212 is back living with my parents. She's gone home. Although, chat, quite interestingly, I weighed myself at the weekend. for the first time since New Year, obviously where I've been walking dog 212 so much, I did lose pretty much 5 kilos in the first 4 months of this year, just by kind of walking or doing stuff, rather than changing my appetite things, changing what I eat, changing my diet.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
But doing down it. That's that could be quite interesting. Exactly, Moyland. With a game like that, I'm always like, oh, I just don't want to know anything until I jump on myself. But I've got my Steam pre-order ready to go. I just need to download it at some point. What series do I do on stream then for F126 chat? That's the other one I'm still debating. Because I think, obviously, I'll probably do like a driver career mode on the main channel. I'll probably end up doing a My Team series on Matt212 gameplay. And then I need a stream one. Do I do a Williams RTG? Gasly to glory? That could be quite a fun one.
Sainz is the fastest man on track right now. He's just
yeah, Gasly to glory
lap
would be
of the
quite
race.
interesting. Everybody wants to see Gasly to glory. I think the only issue I always have with doing V-Carb career modes, apart from on this year's game where I kind of made a bit of a storyline around it, and then accidentally won the championship.
Okay, so
like, that was genuinely never my intention. It's just then, of course, that you basically... It doesn't make sense to do too well, otherwise you just get put into Red Bull. At least a bit like an Alpine, I could try and make them champions or something. Jean, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I already proved the second Red Bull seat wasn't cursed on this year's game. Although then Max did go to V-Carb after me. So I guess Max was in the second Red Bull seat, so maybe it was still cursed. Either way, that was a fun little timeline of a couple of seasons. I've enjoyed all of the driver career mode I did on F125. A couple of seasons at Aston, over to Red Bull, then V-Carb, then obviously down to Ferrari. Has been very good fun.
We're going to box this lap, push hard on the
So, team on us in now then. I mean, we're basically at 1/3 distance. Don't believe tyre wear's too bad. Yeah, tyre wear's looking pretty good. I could definitely one-stop this if I wanted to. I might just hang out one extra lap, see what Norris and Leclerc are doing. Because the last thing I want to do is see them one-stop and then screw myself over. But the original plan is a 2-stop. I reckon Dart would upstage me if we both did a Gasly career mode. Yeah, I think, like I said, either a Gasly to glory or a Williams series. I definitely, at some point as well, either want to do it as myself or as Leo Fornaroli, trying to, like, move up from F2 into F1. So do, like, the whole F2 season, and then move up to F1. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, no, I didn't want to pit yet, did I? Is Lando in? Yes, Norris is in. Okay. So we will pit then. And Leclerc's in. I just wanted to make sure they pit before I did, in case they were one-stopping. A sim, welcome on in. Yeah, this is the first game, I think, since the F2 DLC release where I never actually finished the whole season. And it was just because it felt like the F2 series just died pretty much immediately. Which is a big sin. So I think I'll stick to doing them streamed. Because I do really enjoy the F2 cars. They're very, very different to drive. Right, so Norris, yep, is back out on mediums. Albon actually has undercut, so he's doing alright still. But of course, he's probably going to have to make an extra pit stop in this race. But make sure we don't get done for speeding on the way in. Ooh, there we go. No risk taken at all on the entry. Yeah, I don't really want to risk a one-stop here if I don't have to. Plus, like, safety cars and things like that can always mix up the strategy. There we go.
Come on.
Nice and
tidy. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Oh, Piastri's in. Okay.
Now. One stop left.
We're going to stay in the lead then. Avoid the bumps on the exit. Well, there we go then. So we've still got probably about a, what, 8-second gap over Albon? Yeah, they did pit traffic, didn't they? I mean, Albon's not really traffic. He's looking pretty quick, but Leclerc definitely got caught out behind Max as well. So hopefully Lando and Albon will fight a bit more, but not too much that Leclerc gets back past them. I need Leclerc not to score that well today, because he's my closest title rival. Well, I guess technically we'll have led every lap. I did lose the lead to Oscar Piastri a little bit on lap 1, but I guess that wouldn't matter. But we'll have to wait and see. Still a long way to go in this race. Safety cars, red flags, everything like that could still mix things up. And it is definitely looking overcast. Although they said there was no risk of rain, you never know.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Yeah, so Albon immediately has dropped out on Norris. So I don't think he's going to be able to do a lot. Verstappen hasn't hit though, I don't believe. So Max is definitely trying to do a weird strat. He might be trying to one-stop, but I just don't think he's really got the speed today. So we are, I believe, 60 points clear of Leclerc. We've got, I think, 89 over Norris. It's been a very, very good start to the season. We've got 5 wins and 2 second places from the opening 7 races. And I'm looking to try and bag another win today. Oh, come on. I hope we don't get a mechanical failure. If we get a mechanical failure, I would always rather it happens earlier in a race rather than later. Because that one at Brazil at the end of last season's race, after like 3 hours, was painful. Especially as it was one of the only good results we were going to get that season. I mean, I guess everybody else is hoping we get a couple of mechanicals. So Big G's back up then into 5th, but he's now on softs. So I think he's also 3-stopping. But that is very weird. I mean, it's the reality is we will most likely get a mechanical failure at some point. It's not guaranteed, but it's just likely that you're going to get one. At least one a season. I feel like you're less likely to get like 4 or 5 on this year's game. Or maybe I've just been luckier with it. But I mean, I did get a few seasons early on in my team where I didn't get any. But they will always come round at some point. And occasionally that'll kind of cost someone a championship hope. Other times it'll not really make much difference. But sometimes they can have quite big repercussions on this game. Whether for you or for the AI. Yeah, Lando somehow had just insane pace on the soft compound tyre. And insane durability on them as well. That was spectacularly dumb. So, again, I think Norris and Leclerc's pace is fairly even. I don't think we're really extending the gap much over them. We're more just managing it.
Save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up.
Nice. This is Austria this weekend. regards to my team, is it worthwhile trying to create a sample, sim the game mode as dead as a dodo? What's worked quite well for me is doing it on the second channel. Because, like, I did it with driver career mode when my team was still all the rave for a while. It basically just means that a lot of people obviously aren't that worried about it, but it also means that not many people are doing it. So if I set it up as like a second channel series, it can work quite well. Yeah, Big G still running P5. There you go.
Fastest lap of the race.
Right, we'll keep that for ourselves again for a little while. Let's just, well, I'll try and keep building up that gap if I can. I mean, we're not even a half distance yet. Ooh, I got nice and easy. Exactly, Dom. Exactly. I mean, at the moment, I'm in a pretty good spot with a lot of the channels. Obviously, Matt212 in gameplay are basically just waiting for the update now. Obviously, and Matt212 setups. Obviously, Plays has got the MotoGP series, that's going alright. Obviously, iRacing's got iRacing. Oval Racing's obviously got iRacing and NASCAR 25, so we've got a fair bit going on at the moment, but it's all running pretty well. I'm looking forward to bringing back more setups, though. Oh, there we go. Isaac Hadjar, first driver to get lapped today, then. Thank you. So we might actually put 2 laps on him. Well, by the end, I have to wait and see. I suppose, obviously, Matt212 Retro. Obviously, season finale from the F1 2010 career mode will be going live Friday. I'm gonna wait a little bit of time. I'm gonna try and make sure I've got F1 2011 set up nicely before I rush into starting the first season of that. But that's basically got content ready for years. The game name is F1 25. Maybe having, what, 4 channels dedicated to F1 is a bit crazy. I don't know. Let's say they all seem to be doing quite well at the moment, so I can't complain too much. Whoa, easy. Exactly. I'll have 212 channels. That's the goal. I mean, as I've said a few times before, I could be tempted to try and pivot the main Matt212 channel a bit more next year into like live race watch-alongs and things like that. I think that could be really, really good fun. But we'll have to wait and see. There's always a lot of ideas. Will there be a channel of Matt212 Phoenix? I doubt it at the moment. Exactly, Smurf. Now you've got it sorted. No, I'll be one of those ones that makes, like, clickbait, but, like, completely baseless ones. GTA 9, I have access to it, and things like that. Hey, welcome in, Trey. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, so we are rinsing away again from Lando. I think he just took a little bit too much out of his tyres too early. Silverstone will be brutal. Silverstone I'm much more nervous about. I always said Silverstone was going to be a painful one. But you kind of got to throw it in there. Yeah. Well, actually, people do have access to Horizon 6 though at the moment, don't they? Matt212 versus Lando Norris. Early access. Gone wrong. Leaked in brackets. Perfect. Beautiful. Be golden then. Ooh, that's close. That's worse. It's just like trying to avoid sometimes picking up the warning. We are going to lap quite a lot of people here looking at the early pace though. I guess, again, it's a very, very short lap. I mean, Piastri and Hamilton are already half a minute behind. Yeah, I did know, I saw someone got Forza content creators been banned. But apparently they're also hardware banning you, which is quite funny. So, like, people will have to go out and buy, like, new PC components and things. If they want to be able to access the game online again.
Gabriel coming in for his stop
there you go, Bortoletto win again. So we are going to be close to lapping him temporarily. Exactly, Don. Yeah, Jack Doohan, I'm sure, will lap me by the end of the afternoon. What on earth is going on there? Lawson and Stroll. It's the battle you've always wanted to see. Can almost guarantee this will end in a crash. Thank you, Lawson. Oh, what's Stroll doing? Yeah, I'll just... Hello. Where you going, sir?
Tyre condition still looking good.
No idea what Stroll's trying to achieve there, but... Stroll on this game is just the embodiment of... Now I'm panicking. Although I reckon that's probably what Stroll's like IRL. Yeah, Lance Stroll in a Red Bull. He made the move last season. He's out-qualified and out-raced Verstappen, I think, 3 times in their 30 or so races together. 2 at Australia, weirdly. Yeah, high turn now. Good luck, everybody else. Still, my favourite Lance Stroll one will always be Russia 2021 in the rain. Do you think you can stay out? Yes. Proceeds to immediately crash. I suppose a lot. Yeah, most of these guys are still going to have another pit stop to make as well, aren't they? So we are lapping all these guys on raw pace. I think we might put 2 laps on Hadjar, depending on how things go. But again, a red flag, a safety car, that can all change in an instant. I think if we got a safety car now, I could probably try and take hards to the end. Easy. I'm looking forward to that Forza. I don't know how much content I'm going to do on it. I guess it will kind of depend on how much people are interested. But I'm really excited for it. Thank you, Franco. I never really got into Horizon 5 as much as I probably should have. So I'm hoping 6 kind of recaptures that magic. How did Stroll get pole in Circuit 2020? Because when Stroll gets it hooked up, he's not actually the worst person ever in the rain. Yo, Callum! Thank you for the £2 super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Just says easy tiger. Thank you, buddy. Walk off those in. Stroll does have those kind of glimmers. But you think with the amount of race starts he's had, like, you're always going to get a couple of those in the end. If I got 250 race starts behind the wheel of a Formula 1 car, I could probably show glimmers. Like, I unironically believe, Chan. Now, get this clipped. If I had access to all the training and all the support Lance Stroll did, and all the facilities, everything like that, and had 250 chances at a Grand Prix, the cards have got to fall in your favour at least once, haven't they? Surely. Like, surely you think at some point there is a realistic possibility that I would do better. I'm not saying I could jump in an F1 car tomorrow and be quicker than Lance Stroll, but I unironically believe with the amount of opportunities he's had, I could do I could end up beating him. Like, it's my whole big thing of, like, people that go, oh, I could become a Formula 1 driver tomorrow. I'm not saying that. Well, what I am saying is that Lance Stroll is not special enough to be behind the wheel of a Formula 1 car. He's just simply had so many opportunities. At some point, the cars have got to fall in his favour. Hey, thank you very much, Sassan. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, yellows. Oh, don't say that's Big G. No, I think it's an Alpine.
Okay, be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Oh, first time of the afternoon then. Looks to be, I think that's Gasly, isn't it? Yeah, Gasly. Gone from this race. Mechanical failure. Just gone half distance, so disappointing into his afternoon.
Green flag.
But I can't say I'm going to lose sleep over it. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, isn't it, with Lance as well? It doesn't even seem like he's that interested anymore. I'm doing very well, thank you, Hassan. Trying to wrap up this championship for Hulk. That's my goal now. And get one of the last achievements I need on F125. That's one of the other things I wonder, chat. When we do get F126, will they add more achievements to the game? Like, I still need to try and get my A license online. But will they add, like, a load more achievements? I assume they might add a few. There might be, like, another, if it was Xbox, like, 500 gamer score or something. Like, oh, do this race with this driver and get a podium or something like that. They haven't removed Gasly's stricken car yet. That's a bit weird. So, I mean, yeah, we're not that far behind lapping Big G. We definitely won't lap the AI at Silverstone unless they have an absolute stinker. I've missed the last few John and Ellis's. I do need to get back listening to them again. I don't know why last 2 and 2 and I didn't last weekend when we were out driving around all day. But I think we still need to. Although she's actually going to the cinema Thursday night, I believe. And there's no NASCAR, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably try and get ahead on some videos. Yeah, Big G has done an extra pit stop with me. But effectively now we've each got one more pit stop to go. It's his fault he's done more pit stops. Plus, I'm also just quicker than him. I mean, we could legitimately lap Hamilton and Verstappen here, which seems wild to say. We're putting out, on average, still a second over them. Hey, New Era! Welcome on in, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that's another warning. Yeah, gotta be careful still of those pens. I mean, Leclerc now is half a minute back. So I think Lando is our only real threat here. Oh, big double front locker. Maybe I'm my own biggest threat still. I always am. Tyres are... yeah, about 30%. So we'll probably aim to get to about 46, 47. Make sure all the other AI pit again. We'll try and lead every single lap if we can. Oh, come on. Nose in. Nose in. There you go. Get the point. I'm doing very well, thank you, New Era. I hope you are as well, buddy. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Yeah, I think Mark might have gone on strike. Soon enough, we'll get those lottery numbers off him. Make sure you got your pens and your papers out, chat. For Mark's lottery number extravaganza. Yeah, Mark's not broken, he's simply locked in. No, he's definitely just gone on holiday. He's gone to take a look at some of the hills here in Austria. He's gone yodeling. Or he's gone to watch the, The Sound of Music. So I think Lando and Charles should be in within the next couple of laps. So I'm not interested in trying to go way longer than them, but I will try and go one extra. But effectively I dealt with the pain there in the first stint, so we should be okay. Last night in the end, I think we finished 12th, I want to say.
Approaching the pit window now.
We basically had some battles early on, and then spent most of the race trying to catch someone down, and then my tyres just fell off right at the end. So annoyingly, yeah. I basically got it to 12 quite early on, or what was effective P12 early on, and then just stayed there. It was a long race of just me and my thoughts, which is never a good thing. But there we go, we did just have something from Mark. I didn't hear what it was, but... I would have been really intrigued now had I started at the front of Monaco. How many times we could have lapped the AI? Was it just like the pit window, was it? Are we not getting DRS off Fernando? Gotta be close. There you go, one of the Williams is back in. Thank you, Fernando. Oh, he'll make sure he gets the DRS, won't he? Oh, I can't. Just got to try and manage these tyres a little bit longer. Couple more laps and then they'll be fine. Yeah, we'll bolt on a set of hards to go to the end. And although both sets of mediums have felt pretty good, they should be just a little bit easier to manage. But I mean, as races go so far, this one's been fairly textbook. I don't think we can complain. Oh, we got yellows. That is Verstappen? Or is that... No, that might be Stroll even. Oh no, that is Verstappen. Max Verstappen's out, chat. So I'm definitely going to lap Verstappen then. I'm going to put many laps on Verstappen. So home Grand Prix for Red Bull. And it looks like their only hope is going to be Lance Stroll.
Yellow flag.
I worry for them now. That works out nicely for me, because it means it's far less likely that we now get a mechanical failure. So we should see Lando and Charlie very soon. I would assume end of this lap. But yeah, very, very spread out up at the front. Just caught all kind of in our own little pace bubbles. But I think that was not helped by Piastri at the start, who's done a double hard stint. How weird. Very, very odd strategy. Down at McLaren, but I guess I can't complain.
Box.
Yep, Team 1 is in now. As I said, we'll try and go one lap longer. Just in case Norris wants to stay out just a little bit further. I don't want to lose this lead even for a second. There you go, Lando's in, so we can pit this time. Who was that? Oh, Alonso, isn't it? Fernando trying to have a sneak.
Nico, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear in the data. Please focus.
Yeah, so I think we went slightly too much on the fuel. I think I was probably right with like the 11 laps over. I don't think we needed as much as we put in, but I don't think it's going to worry me too much. Yeah, Norris in, McLaren. So we're going to have a big old lead over them temporarily. We're about 45 seconds over Leclerc, half a minute clear of Lando. But obviously that gap is now going to come back down once more.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Oh, hello. A little bit optimistic now on pit lane entry, but that's okay. Make sure I don't get done for speeding. Again, no need to take risks on the way in.
Forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Pretty good run. Second run on that set of tyres, so let's just hope for a clean, tidy stop. And then we'll get to the end.
Okay,
Beautiful.
Off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
So Colapinto then and Behrman have both got their lap back temporarily. But we should be able to jump them pretty soon. So, yeah, Hamilton, 46 seconds back. So I think Hamilton's our target to try and lap by the end. He seems to be having a tough old race. After a win last weekend, it seems like Hamilton has gone back to his normal F1 25 performance. Because, of course, he's still got another pit stop to do. Thank you, Franco. Thank you, Ollie. Oh, you really do notice the dirty air still. Yeah, we should be 20, 25 seconds clear of Lando by the end. As long as we keep this pace up. Whoa, hello. That was a lot of curb there. Hey, welcome in, Matt. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Who's that? Oh, Antonelli. There you go. I'm going to put a lap on Antonelli as well. I mean, as I said, Mercedes are an absolute stinker. This season is going so badly for them.
About the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
What message did I miss from Smurf? I mean, ideally we're going to try and bag another fastest, I guess. Green sector 1, green sector 2. Is it going to be another purple? Are we going to dip into the 104s, maybe? There you go, 104.6.
That was the fastest lap.
Beautiful.
Keep this up. Well done.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world if we got a red flag name. Hamilton and Piastri ahead of Leclerc. That'd be handy. But for Leclerc being our closest championship threat, really not an ideal day for him up to this point. There you go. Piastri's in, and Hamilton will join him. So we'll wait and see how far back they both are. Is Big G going to be up in the top 5 again temporarily? I think he will. But obviously Big G still needs to pit as well. Oh no, Albon's there, isn't he? Oh, there you go. There's Bortolesso. 45 seconds back. He still needs to make one more pit stop though. 20 laps to go though here from Austria. As I said, first race today, going pretty well at the moment, but I expect Silverstone to be way more brutal. So, yeah, Hamilton then is just coming down in towards turn 4.
Okay, Nico, we're not using as much fuel as we
I'm trying to get through
which
the
means
fuel.
We've got extra performance in hand, so let's push and use it all up.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Ooh, I've got to be still so careful of that inside curb. It will punish us. Okay. Didn't realise that was going to go even quicker. Oh, there you go. That's the second pen. Literally, as I went into turn 1 then. I was like, oh, I wonder when we're going to get a second penalty. That's why Mark's still telling me to push. Because Because if we get a late race safety car or something like that, that would be bad. A late race safety car, I'd probably have to go to softs. And just hope that I could scamper away. But there'd be no guarantee. As I keep saying though, there's 2 goals from this season. Win the championship and get Hulk to 99 rated. That is all I want to achieve. Oh, come on. Carlos. There you go. We're gonna... Hello? We're gonna lap into the points. I think we just jumped Alonso as well again. Wow, Big G's 4th. Okay. I mean, a red flag now would be fantastic. No, don't do it. Come on, I've just lapped you. Ugh. Come on, Sainz. Don't be that guy. Williams have had an absolute stinker. They could have been fighting right at the front today. But instead, they are, I think, 8th and 9th. Yeah, we're definitely going to lap Bortoletto when he pits. Yeah, got to get that hour of the script in. Ooh.
Okay, Gabriel's in the pits. Gabriel is in the pits now.
There you go, Big G in. I mean, this is the weird thing with Austria. The AI aren't that bad here in a 50% race. They just suck in 100%.
Fastest lap of the race.
I don't really know why. I guess it's because you kind of have to 2-stop. Like, the AI are normally really good at stretching the 1-stop in a 50%. But because it's a 100% event, it's just not worth it for anybody. And then the AI just don't seem to have the speed anymore. But it is weird. There's definitely some tracks where they're good at one length and then not at another. It's rather peculiar. Easy. Oh, I think that's Hajar into the pits again, so he's going to go a second lap down. But I mean, again though, I was a little bit nervous coming into this one today. I know we've still got about 17 more laps remaining, but I really was like, I hope by not leaving this for a week or so that I'm now going to be terrible again. But the car still feels incredible. It's just so planted. Kraz Kicker, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, more scripts than an hour of career mode. If I wanted to script this series, I wouldn't win this often. I don't think I could script winning this often. I still think the wildest one I've had on this year's game has got to be that V-Carb. The start to that season with V-Carb, where it felt like about 5 races in a row, everything just went perfectly. Even when we didn't have the out-and-out speed. I will never get a run of form like that again. In a car that bad.
Unlucky, mate. It was a good try, but we didn't
Thank you,
quite
Albert.
meet our targets. Not to worry. Get your head down and chin up.
Ooh.
Focus right the way into the checkered flag.
My leg's starting to cramp up, chat, horribly. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, all banned sim racing. That's the problem. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I did a 2-race back-to-back streak? And I mean, we're only on race 1, so it's probably not a good open. Like, I've done long races. Like, when was the last time I did 2 of these 100% F1 races back-to-back? Hey, fair play, Jaden. Congratulations to you. Sometimes red flags giveth, sometimes red flags taketh away. Yeah, so I still need about a second a lap out of Lewis and Oscar. You might want to change your positioning slightly if you're struggling that much. So I don't normally struggle with crank. Almost feels like it's kind of in my knee, which is not fun. Don't just describe his condition as frail. Thanks around his ability to compete in Silverstone. I mean, that would be some hour of script, wouldn't it? I have heat exhaustion and I have to miss the next Grand Prix. I'll say that now, and Silverstone will be a full wet race. Yeah, again, Pokédex, don't run surface and carcass tyre temp. Cota's another bad one for it. It's the fact they just clearly didn't test it. It's so unbalanced. Miami's another awful one for him. Oh yeah, that's not ideal.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
The worst one you could ever do is fall asleep. Who's going to take Montreal next weekend? I reckon Mercedes should be strong again. They didn't bring any upgrades to Miami like the other teams did, so I think they just wanted to bide their time. See how much performance they need to bring. I don't think so, Pokédex. But I'm basically just running pretty much everything off or on simulation, apart from damage rate, I think, is set to just normal. Just because the AI can sometimes just bonk you and you get obliterated and they're okay. And surface instead of surface and carcass. I mean, I can have a look at the end of this race. And screenshot it. Yeah, we are. I think we should get Hamilton. Don't know for sure if we're going to get Oscar, but we should get Lewis. Dog212 is good. Like I said, she's back at home with my parents, or back at my parents' house, I should say. She's always loving life, is Dog212. She's a good girl. She's just happy to be happy, bless her. What was the score in the first leg, Matt? Now, bearing in mind, one of my good friends is a Middlesbrough supporter as well. So I will have to be careful here. 0-0. Okay, I'm going to say 1-0 Southampton. It's going to be a fairly boring game. Both teams playing a bit defensive. Southampton will break through around 75th minute. A win's a win at the end of the day. Oh, that's close. Winner plays Hull at Wembley. But it's going to be Southampton beating Hull 2-0 at Wembley, so... This might be a really stupid question, chat. But does... I assume no team, like Wembley is their home pitch. I assume even if there's a Wembley team, I assume no... Like, Wembley is no home club for anybody. I know Wembley's obviously like a neutral venue for most teams, but I didn't know if there was any team that does play there regularly. Roll on. That was a bit optimistic. Come on, 10 laps to go. The England national team. There you go, we've lapped Russell. He's actually having a pretty good day for Mercedes, all things being considered. Where is Hamilton and Oscar? I'm going to Wembley fairly soon, chat. Last 2-2 and I are going, I think, in July. Because he wants to see Harry Styles. Hey, welcome in Oryx. Oh, we're going to put another lap on Jack Doohan. I'll face the wrath of Jack Doohan after the Grand Prix. Thank you. Tell me to find you a pub nearby. I think she would kill me. It takes time, Oryx. It takes time to learn. What car are you running? Doohan! I said I'd face your wrath after the Grand Prix, sir, not right now. No idea what Jack Doohan was trying to do there. Not ideal. Not ideal, though. I had to pick up Last 2-2 and her friend once from South Wales after they went to a Taylor Swift concert. And her friend is the only person I've ever known to fall asleep in the back of my car. Which, with how rock hard the suspension is, was actually quite impressive. So, yeah, Stroll's a lap down as well, in between Hamilton and Piastri. Whoa. I would say don't use the M2, Oryx. The M2 is an awful car to learn on iRacing. I can't stand it even now. It's a terrible, terrible car. Stick to the MX-5. You'll learn a lot more. Problem with the M2 on iRacing is that it's got a road gearbox. So it's just not that useful. Or responsive. Or the gearing's wrong. It's just terrible. Gotta make sure we keep the car working. Oh, don't hit that curb. That was scary. I don't think they should bring back a point for fastest lap. As we saw, Red Bull was having to manipulate it quite a lot. And I think other teams would do it more and more. It's just not worth the extra confusion. I think there should be a point for pole. I think that one will be good, but not for fastest lap. The problem is with point for fastest lap nowadays is that there's enough... Because the tyre delta is often more than the gap between the fastest and the slowest car, It effectively means someone can completely sacrifice their own race to screw someone else over. Sorry, Rage Bait. But there we go. We're going to lap Lewis. Lewis Hamilton, 1 lap down in this Grand Prix after winning last weekend. We're 30 seconds clear now of Lando Norris, but of course that gap will come down with the pens. But let's just try and lap Oscar. I mean, lapping a Ferrari and a McLaren here, that feels pretty good. Any track that isn't Monaco, and maybe Spa, that feels like quite an achievement. Hey, have a good one, Gundog. Thanks for stopping by, sir. Has Lewis ever been lapped on raw pace? He got absolutely screwed over at Imola, didn't he, back in 22, and just got stuck in the pack. I know he got lapped by Max there. Because I was at that race and it was so miserable. He basically just got stuck and couldn't do anything down the front straight all day. I'm sure it's happened a few times. Not often, but a few times. I think it's actually just my hip that's playing up, rather than my leg, my knee. But I am getting a weird little pain up my leg. Yeah, as Grand Slams go, this one's felt pretty good. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to come back to this series and just immediately dominate. But we're not home and dry just yet. Gotta still get to the checkered flag. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have a stretch. I'll open the window, I'll have a stretch. And we'll prepare ourselves mentally for Silverstone. I mean, his Austrian Grand Prix go as well. This one's been quite a quick one. Oh yeah, Hamilton had a stinker at Hungary last year, didn't he? And that's a shame, because Hungary is normally a really good track for Lewis. But again, the ground effect era, man. Just did not suit his style. Alright, come on then, Oscar. You've had a pretty good day up to this point, but I'm going to make it a little bit depressing for you. If this doesn't send a statement of intent for the likes of Ferrari and McLaren, I don't know what will. I don't know where Big G's running, though. That's the only thing. Thank you. You better not dive bomb me. Yeah, Max had a nightmare as well, didn't he? It was Hamilton and Max, wasn't it, fighting for like P10 at one point. You're like, this doesn't seem right. Again, the back end just loves to get a little bit loose on the exit now. Hungary is quite reliably a weird little race. Oops. This is a very strange circuit. Can really throw up some oddities. But it's why some of the old school, more traditional tracks are entertaining still. Although on paper, Hungary is a terrible circuit, because there's not that many places to overtake. It can often lead to quite interesting races, especially when it rains. Oh, what do we say though, chat? I mean, first race of the day. I don't think we can complain. I was hoping, like I said, oh, that's stupid. Obviously, after the disappointment of finishing runner-up in Montreal, that we could return to winning ways, and well, this is certainly one way to do it. I mean, I still don't feel confident heading to Silverstone next, but we'll wait and see whether the car is going to be anywhere near as good there as it was here. I doubt it, but hopefully still going to be able to try and fight towards the front. Through the final corner then to start the last lap here at the Red Bull ring. Ultimately, it's not been a good day for Red Bull. Max Verstappen out. Lance Stroll, I think, 2 laps down? 1 lap down, 2 laps down in this Grand Prix. But everybody that isn't on the podium is going to be lapped here in Austria as well. So, I mean, we've led every lap. We've got pole position. We've taken fastest lap. We're going to get the Grand Prix victory. As drives go, even by this season's standards, this has been a rather dominant one. I mean, 30 seconds clear of Lando Norris. I mean, we've already made our statement of intent clear this season with just how in control we've been in the last few Grand Prix. But Montreal, things did get away from us. Oh, and it was important that we didn't let that kind of become a theme in the second half of the season. Rather stupid warning there, but in towards the final couple of corners. 33 seconds the gap to Lando Norris prior to penalties. It is still going to be a dominant win, penalties or not. Through the final turn, win number 6 of the campaign here at the Red Bull Ring. We love it.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Oh.
Well done.
Oh, I mean,
Nice
leg
work.
chat.
Nice work.
Oh, I'm going to need to stretch that out. Yeah, Alonso and Bortoletto did do well, didn't they? Because that's still Bortoletto's best for F1 result?
I'm a winner.
Oh! Right, let me open my window, chat, because it is warm in
Great
here.
display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Get some nice cooler air in
It's
here.
time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around.
Yeah, Audi are going to dominate IRL. We just know it.
And making the others green with envy.
Hey, no worries, Rage, mate. Have a good one, buddy.
Nico Hülkenberg on the top step of the podium.
We have got another race coming, chat. We're going to be heading over to Silverstone. Unless my leg has completely died, but I think we're okay. Look at that, though. Again, it's becoming all too familiar this season. All too familiar. Eh? Class 2 and
After an
2's
event
home,
like
chat.
that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out. Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then. Despite the 6 seconds worth of penalties, still 27 seconds clear come the checkered flag. Lando Norris finishes P2 ahead of Leclerc with Piastri 1 lap down. Hamilton, Russell, Albon, Big G, he scored a few points. That's helpful. Just ahead of Sainz and Andre, Kimi, Antonelli. Stroll, Lawson, Doohan, Hadjar all 2 laps down. So yeah, Red Bull, that is an absolute stinker for both Red Bull teams and Alpine. Way down at the bottom of the order as well. Championship-wise, though, that's going to mean now we are 70 points clear of Charles Leclerc, so we open that gap up by another 10 points even, I should say, this weekend. And we are now, again, exactly double the points of Lando Norris in P3. Hamilton still in 4th, ahead of Sainz and Piastri. Russell still ahead of Albon. Is Big G now, only 6 points back behind Verstappen. Could our teammate get the jump on the Dutchman as well? Further down, though, Hadjar, Aaron, Doohan and Lawson still yet to score a point. Constructors-wise, Kick Sauber, Audi, I should say, actually open up that gap to 6 points again ahead of Ferrari. McLaren still in 3rd ahead of Williams and Mercedes, with Aston and Red Bull still tied on P6, thanks to neither team able to score a point. Thank you all, though, so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon ready for the British Grand Prix. Right, chat, I'm going to end the first recording there. I'm just going to go double check, make sure everything is okay with the last 212. And then we shall be back. Give me 2 minutes. Fair enough. lose racing there? Oh, only awareness and experience. How do I lose experience from a dominant win? Like, how does that make sense? I think we need probably 3 more good races, though. And we could get to 99. Yeah, no, last 2-2's fine. It's their IT system at work's gone down. So she's going to come home and just do her last bit of work now. I was like, as long as there's nothing wrong with her, bless her. As long as she's all okay. That's just all I wanted to double check. So we'll try and crack on with Silverstone then, I guess. Right, have we got anything else we can do prior to this weekend? We've got 300 R&D. I mean, we are getting so close now to 99 rated. Am I close to any accolades? That was the only other thing I was going to check. So... Oh, I need 1 more top 10. That might be enough to tick us over. That might genuinely be enough to get 99 rated. Which would be huge. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that now. Because what are we overall? What would that gain? I don't know what stat that would gain. I want to know why my awareness has gone down as well. I guess it was the penalties. But, I mean, Leclerc is, yeah, 96 rated. He's doing very well. Oh, yeah, settings as well for Pokédex. So, my settings on this game. There you go. So, no assists. We did not DNF. We took the dub. So, obviously, yeah, no assists whatsoever. That's fairly standard. 110 AI. Forecast accuracy approximate. That doesn't really make much difference, but I quite like it. Driver moves on. R&D on. Resource default. Resource rate for the AI default. Fault frequency standard. Fault types are set to high. So fault frequency just obviously means... Oh, again, it's just mechanical failures and everything. But it also means obviously mechanical failures and technical faults are enabled, which is good. No driver icons. Not a fan of having those in the game. Apart from, I have got the F3 drivers in, apparently. So, I got the F3 drivers on, but none of the F1 esports drivers, or none of the classic F1 drivers either. Just because I find that a little bit weird. Rules and flags on, strict corner cutting, part firming on, pit stop immersive, safety cars increased, immersive, no formation laps, red flags also increased, otherwise you don't really get any. Rewinds... Surface type realistic, low fuel mode on hard, race starts manual, tyre temperature on surface only. That's one of the big ones. Pit lane tyre sim as well is on, not that it makes a difference. Car damage rate is set to standard, car damage is also set to standard. So it just means that you don't get some of the bogus damage when the AI do something stupid. Because you get absolutely shadow-rammed by it and the AI don't. So, yeah. We need 1 more... I need to get to 99 rated to beat out Leclerc in our rivalry. So I've got to keep focus on that. Can I do any more upgrades? I don't think so. Unless there's something I'm missing. No, I don't think so. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Right. Actually, I'll go have a wee when we load in. So we'll do the intro now. Make sure I'm recording again, so I don't forget. Right, let's go. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to round 9 of season 3 of our F125 Nico Hülkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend here for the British Grand Prix out at Silverstone. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live a few days ago from the Red Bull Ring, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. After we didn't win in Montreal the weekend before, I knew we needed to come back with full force last time out. And that was exactly what we did. Our 6th victory from the opening 8 Grand Prix. We've only ever finished P1 or P2 so far this season. Charles Leclerc bagged another podium. Lando Norris in P3. So it now means we've got a 70-point buffer up at the top of the table. But if any race was going to go badly for me this season, I think it's going to be here at Silverstone. This is a real stronghold for the AI. This is the track that they are so good at. It is going to push this Audi car to its absolute limit. Of course, if you're new, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We are trying to hit 25k subs. Also, make sure you drop me a follow over on Twitch. I normally go live with this series kind of 3 or 4 days a week. But yeah, without further ado then, let's return here to, I guess it's not Hulk's Grand Prix, but it is mine, so I'd still like to do quite well. I guess because Hulk doesn't have a home Grand Prix in this series, I'm going to accidentally claim this as a home GP. Williams have lost another upgrade, apparently. So let's take a look at the R&D. Ferrari best. Out of Williams, McLaren, Red Bull, Aston, and Mercedes once again. It is just V-Carb that are way off the back of the pack. So no idea what's going on with V-Carb. Right, chat, let's see if it's going to rain. That's the bit I'm scared about. I hope it's not raining. Obviously, we'll reveal from practice onwards. Let's have a look. It's taking a while to load. That's not a good sign. Right, let's take a look then. Yeah, it's Britain. It's probably raining. So, dry FP1, dry FP2, wet FP3, dry quali, dry Grand Prix. Wonderful. Love that. That works nicely for me. Yeah, that's okay. So we're probably not going to do any wet running. That's fine. Right, let's go. I can't believe it. A dry British Grand Prix on this game. That does not happen often. Really doesn't happen often.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the...
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Right, Silverstone then. The real question is here, how trimmed out do I run the car? That's what I'm nervous about. I feel like with this thing I can get away with a bit more wing. And I feel like I want just a bit more wing as well, just to keep the car a bit tidy. So, I mean, 8.3 is just so low, isn't it? I'm going to run 12.7, I feel, to be, or 12.8 to begin with. It's going to mean we might be a little bit down on straight line speed. But, hopefully will mean that we're going to be a bit more stable. Because that's the thing at Silverstone, it's also just really, really punishing. So I'm going to run that, I'm going to run that. I don't want maxed out PSI. Track limits here as well, yeah, can be a bit bad, can't they? Especially through the old turn 1. So we'll be careful with those. So, yeah, I want the extra downforce as well to make sure I don't get pens. We'll go fuel management. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. Qualifying is normally a pretty good litmus test for the rest of the GP weekend. And Silverstone's normally a pretty quick Grand Prix anyway. Unless we get safety cars and red flags. But if it stays clean and stays tidy, which it normally does inside this series, we should hopefully get a pretty quick Grand Prix. I could have been tempted actually, I forgot to check whether I need to put some new engine components in. I might give ourselves a fresh power unit ready for here. Because I feel like that would be handy. Lando Norris making his way out. I'm hoping we can deny all the Brits a home Grand Prix success. I'm not expecting to, but I'm hoping that maybe we can. The Austrian Grand Prix for this season I literally just did a couple of minutes ago. Ooh. But we did upload last season's Austrian Grand Prix at the weekend, I think. Because it was the full 200% race distance. Oh no! Oh, that curve is lethal, man. Yeah, that's not ideal. That's going to be the first lap in the bin. Good save, though, if I dare say so myself. Austria, we won. Pretty comfortable race victory in the end, just was able to control it at the front. Yeah, we're a whole season behind on the videos. Right, is that not going to let me do it again? I was going to say, it better let me do it again. So with a bit of Lyco, we should be able to get this. It's just working out how much you can Lyco. Because the AI are very, very good through the second half of the lap. But I think straight line speed we're okay. Yeah, straight line speed we seem to have decent. Even with the higher wing. Of course, it might not mean we can do much against the AI still, but at least the game thinks we're going to be fairly competitive. Well, I say that. See, even out of there, we're doing alright. This old front straight is always the worst one around here. Ooh, don't get done for track limits. Ooh. Come on, Bearman, give me a toe. F1 Line, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Bearman's definitely beginning to hold us up a bit. Might have to send it. Oh, thank you. That was actually fairly clean. No! Ah, that final corners, man. Let's see if sticking behind him is quicker. Or if I just send him. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can sit behind him. I think we're just going to get held up from that. So I'll have to send it through. Nope. Oh, it's just going to be these last couple of corners. It's going to be awful. Paul Aaron got signed to Haas this season. You replace Ocon. Oh, come on! I hate the final couple of corners. It's the fact the AI can just get so much grip. Come on, is that going to be enough? There we go. Wonderful. How close was I to purple? I don't care. I got green, I don't care. I'm banking that. Again, Silverstone, ladies and gents. That final corner, again, the AI. Disgustingly OP. Sickeningly OP. Yeah, Esteban Ocon, despite getting Haas their first ever podium last season, he was the only driver, I think, that got sacked. And despite the fact, I think he got like 45 points to Behrman's 4 last season. So it was not ideal for Ocon. It was exactly the kind of treatment I'd expect for him. Ugh. I think I just need to restart my capture. I think the audio's slightly delayed, which is rather annoying. Austria, we took the victory. Yeah, I just need to restart the recording. Hey, no worries, Generic. Have a good one, mate. Oh, come on. Yeah, the audio is definitely slightly out. And that's annoying. Look at this race sim run, though. We are quick. Ugh. Just got to be careful with the battery management. Yeah, Austria ended up being quite a controlled drive at the front. That's not going to do track limits either. Okay. Not going to complain. Actually, I can't work out. Is the audio out of sync? I really don't know. Yeah, it seems alright. I can't work it out. I don't believe there's any upgrade bugs on this game. There are some that like can make the braking a bit weird and things like that, but I've never heard of any that make the car slower in a straight line. All I would say is if you're bringing that many upgrades, of course you can lower your wing angle. Yeah, there was not a chance of a gaining time on the AI through there in race trim. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, fuel is definitely one that is a bit broken. Like, for example, in this series, I have to overfuel the car by, like, 10 laps. Otherwise, it will run out. The inbuilt calculator is not great as you go through more seasons. the audio's definitely out a little bit. I'll restart the capture once I finish this program. Gotta be so careful of those big sausage curves. I don't know why you need them here. They're so awkward. Especially down at the final couple of corners. Oh yeah, if you're in like Season 4 career mode, it's getting incredibly broken by then. It's okay through Season 1, Season 2, but by Season 3, normally things are getting a little bit funky. This is the frustrating thing on the F1 games, because, and obviously EA have this data, most people don't do more than one season of career mode. So obviously they don't really playtest much of it far after that, because it's kind of irrelevant, because most people aren't going any further. Which is still a bit silly, but kind of understand that they then kind of invest their resource elsewhere rather than trying to make career mode Season 8 not broken. But it is still dumb. It is still very dumb. Right, let me just restart that quickly, chat. Might lose game audio for a second. I scared, I think it was Bradson at Nerve24 because I had to do this. And he got really worried. He thought I completely broke something. Right, let's try and do... I'm not convinced I'll be able to do time management, but we'll wait and see. Ferrari career mode video should be out probably Thursday, I want to say. I do feel a bit bad. I've been spacing out the Ferrari career mode videos out so much. Just because I'm not going to do another season before F1 26. But I probably should just rattle off those last few races. I think we've only got 6 more to go, haven't we? In Singapore, but we're around 19. Oh, that was good going. Hello? That's a shot, chat. Let's have a look at that. What do I do? I've never used a PlayStation controller. Look at that, that's good going. All 4 wheels off the ground. That's impressive. That's my screenshot sorted. Look at that. Easily off the ground. That's good going. I've got about at least 6 inches of air there. I think that wheel's got to be about 18 inches off the ground. That's good going. Yeah, very good going. Yeah. We are literally flying here at Silverstone. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right. I need to do that now, don't I? Just so my wheel calibration isn't wrong. Yeah, absolute clickbait thumbnail. Golden. Golden there. Right, let's try and just actually now get this tyre sim run done. Like I said, I'm not expecting to be that good in terms of R&D either here. Silverstone is just one of those weekends on this game that you've got to navigate. There is no other way about it. Anybody want to take a flight on 212 Airlines? The landings aren't smooth. Not really. Rude. Still better than Ryanair. Absolutely. Can it get much worse than Ryanair? Actually, apparently there's quite a lot of airlines that are much, much worse than Ryanair. You got that one over in the US, haven't you, that's just gone bankrupt? Spirit, is it? But a bit like Ryanair, they were always quite proud of being terrible. You knew exactly what you were getting was always their thing. Track limits in an airplane definitely would be missing the runway. That's not ideal. Right, there you go. We'll take a green score. We'll take a couple of greens and a purple here. Like I said, this one's always beautiful. Beautiful, brutal, even. Right, qualifying, let's go.
What an incredible practice session.
That's what I mean. Spirit went bankrupt last week, didn't they?
Here, though.
So Leclerc looks quick. This should be a good track for Ferrari. But then again, because it's a good track for Ferrari, it should in theory be a good track for us. As long as I get a top 10. Oh, that was what I was going to do. Take a look at engine components. So we're back up to 98 experience. Come on, we're steadily creeping. Steadily creeping towards 99. Oh, we will most likely struggle here. I will be shocked if we are competitive right at the front here.
Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of
look,
the
you can see
finest
the old
race
track
tracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
I still think F1 2010's version of Silverstone is the weirdest. Just because you've got the modern track but with the old start-finish line. Very, very weird. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do.
Bear with us a few minutes. I'm afraid we're
How
losing
worn are the
hydraulic
components?
pressure.
Our components
There's a
aren't
leak
that
somewhere
worn.
in the system, so just sit
Don't
tight
think we
for a
need to
bit.
worry. Only for 2010. Only for 2010. You've got the modern layout with the old start-finish line. It's because they hadn't built all of the modern ones still. But obviously the F1 cars were moving on to the modern... What on earth is my AI doing? Just get out of the way of him. That was weird. Exactly, yeah, it is the World Endurance and ELMS layout. It's just because the old pit lane, I think, has got still way more garages. Because the modern wing is just very, very big garages. Right, come on then. First lap. We are really going to have to try and get our focus on, I should say. I was going to say elbows out, but not in qualifying. It's all about speed by yourself here on a Saturday. And we need lots of it. Easy flat through 1 and 2. I will always say, though, Silverstone, when you get a lap hooked up here, one of the most satisfying on this game. Just because the AI is so good. Bortoletto's had a terrible first run. And in P17, so that doesn't bode well. We'll wait and see. Four tenths up on Colapinto. That's got to be a good start. But again, first part of the lap isn't too bad. It's Sector 2 and Sector 3 where we really struggle. Yeah, the new garages are much bigger, but that's not that helpful when you've got 60 cars showing up. No! That was scary. Stroll, move! Move! I hate Lance Stroll, man. I absolutely hate Lance Stroll with a passion. What is he doing?
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
There you go. Am I going to get a penalty for that? Oh, oops. I'm not having that. Yeah, we'll just head back to the pit lane there. Wait, did I still get a penalty, or was that just for track limits? I think I've just got track limits. So effectively now qualifying is one shot, and I've got no idea how competitive we were. 4 tenths up on Colapinto, though. I mean, that still wouldn't put us very well. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Right. Yeah, this is going to be now a real step into the unknown. Because Lance Stroll can't drive. I mean, he's slowest of anybody that has got a lap in. So clearly he just wants me to be on the back row with him. That is proper Lance Stroll awareness, that. In the middle of the road, in the way, on his cooldown lap. Just Lance Stroll things. Right, everybody's going out then for their final run. One of the Red Bulls is in the pit lane. I hope it's Lance. But now we need to be really brave. I should have just tried to finish that lap and got the Delta. I shouldn't have let anger get the better of me. Right, come on then, let's go. Nice and easy. Oh, don't get done for track limits.
We've been pushed down to P20.
That was a bit close. So difficult to try and get the car rotated through the loop. You just haven't got that much downforce. But I am really having to get my sweat mode on now. Hamilton. Always love Silverstone. 22.7 for him. We go purple though in Sector 1. Another 4/10 up on some of the backmarker AI, but that is largely irrelevant. It is what we can do against the front-running AI. That's what really matters here. Bortoletto leapfrogs his way up the order. That's good. Now we've got to try to avoid the curb through here. Oh, we did alright. Just use it to rotate the nose in. I didn't lose too much time either. Flat. Flat. Track limits. Damn it. Oh, oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, this is going to be so, so bad. I don't know. I don't know whether we were still up by the end of Sector 2, but Lewis Hamilton's going to be on pole then, here at Silverstone. But 2 laps invalidated. It is game over for us. We are going to be doing a last question mark challenge here at the British Grand Prix. Probably the track you would want to do this. The absolute least on this game. That's annoying. I'll be intrigued to see what our split time, Sector 1 time was. How much were we up by against the likes of Hamilton and Leclerc?
Well, that
yeah, it doesn't bode well.
But don't worry.
1/1000th of a second. Wowee. That's one of the closest pole margins we've seen in a while then. Hamilton, 1,000th quicker than Leclerc. Sainz in P3 ahead of Lando Norris. Antonelli, Alonso all inside your top 6. So, yeah, Oscar Piastri struggling. But, yeah, seems like at least one of those Red Bulls is back to more competitive ways. What was the split one time? Hamilton did a 26.453. We did a 26.374. So we were a good 10th and a half up in Sector 1. It just then all went wrong basically immediately after that. The last time we had to do a last to first chat, I'm pretty certain we did end up winning. That's what I'm telling myself. Oh, I lost so much pace stat from that. Like I said, we need to get a top 10 here to get my accolade. We've got a big buffer over Leclerc in the championship. Even if I lose a bit of ground to him today, it is not the end of the world. I may as well take some components, just because we're starting at the back anyway. So, yeah, we'll have all of the available engine power. We'll give ourselves one more in the pool. Let's go like that. I mean, most of the parts weren't that worn out, but still, I'm going to do it. Right, get your predictions in then, people. Where do you think we're going to finish the British Grand Prix? Will we survive? Will we keep it clean? Are we going to get mechanical failure? Are we going to get crashed into? Am I going to crash into somebody else? The opportunities are endless, as we know. Pit lane starts will be quite cool. I'm surprised we don't have them yet on the game. I would assume it's a limitation with Ego. Hey, welcome in, Zip. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, I've always, like I said before, I feel like the loading times on the 100% races are way longer. It's almost like the game has to calculate a lot more.
Welcome everyone as you join us at a former Second World War aircraft base. Now
I need to record a Haas Road to Glory video tonight.
Britain is one of only
but apart from that, I haven't got too much planned. What about you, Matt?
In every year of the Formula One World Championship, and long may that continue. This is Silverstone, and this
it's a great
is
track,
the British
Silverstone,
Grand
isn't it?
Prix.
It is a great
the border
venue.
Of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone
F1 Manager can be better. It can also be mighty infuriating as well.
It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey.
It's how many times the AI don't go for moves. That's what annoys me with F1 Manager.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race.
Like I said, it's a shame F1 Manager the videos aren't more popular. Because like I said, I have got lots of other series I'd love to do.
And it's Charles Leclerc.
Look at that for a front row chat.
Looking down the rest of the grid,
122.754, 122.755. Madness.
And Verstappen.
Absolute madness.
Russell, Behrman, Gasly.
I hope Lewis does well at Silverstone this year.
Bortoletto, Aaron, Piastri.
It would be
Liam
mad if he
Lawson,
got yet another win.
And Norris. Hadjar, Albon. Franco
Hadjar had a good
Colapinto,
qualifying. Fair
and
play to him.
Jack Doohan. Stroll and
So
Nico
nobody else took
Hulkenberg
penalties, I don't
rounds off
believe,
the grid.
apart from me.
That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and
Hey,
former
welcome in,
world
Dan.
champion
Hope you're doing well,
See,
sir.
Told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I love being here at Silverstone. I know.
Oh, we get to listen to all the Crofty's speeches. Do not need that.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
What on earth is that tyre
Okay,
strategy?
this is going to take a monumental effort from you. I need you to push incredibly hard if we're going to get a good result today. Let's go and make it happen.
Do I start on the mediums chat or do I go hards? I definitely don't want a two stop. It just costs too much time. Do I one stop? Do I try and two stop? Do I start on the mediums or do I start on the hards? I think we're starting at the back. I reckon we go hards. Just try and take him as far as we possibly can. And then, hopefully, we'll have gained some spots. And we can be a bit more in contention later on. I'm going to put 10 laps of extra fuel in the wagon. And we'll see what we can do then. British Grand Prix, here at Silverstone. I'm on softs. I'm two stopping. I cannot believe that. Oh, I'm such a moron. Anyway, lights out and away we go then. We'll try and immediately split the middle between Doohan and strolling towards turn 1. And I'm just going to get turned into by Lance Stroll. No idea how we got away with that one. I'll take the warning for the collision. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Colapinto. Give me room. Should be able to get around his outside. Come on. I'll bottle the strap. Oh, come on. Before the 5 red lights even went out. Easy. I mean, we just got to try and make up spots early on, don't we? Around the outside of Albon. I mean, I guess if I could take these tyres to like lap 80, then I could potentially still one stop to hards. I'm going to set them up ready to go just in case. But if we get like a safety car or anything, then it will mix the order up anyway. Oh, lucky not to get a warning there. What on earth is going on in front? Are they 3 wide? I think they were 3 wide. I don't know how I've just made up those places. Ugh. There's already then a huge gap in front of Big G. But, I mean, there you go. That's Silverstone for you early on. McLaren aren't. Oh, come on. Car is so heavy with fuel. But Silverstone's normally pretty brutal on tyre wear as well, so... yeah, the AI definitely much better in race than quality trim. So, we'll see how bad the tyre wear is early on. We'll see what strat the AI going with. We'll see what our overall pace is like. And we'll decide whether I want to try and 1 or 2 stop. Paul Aaron. Should be able to get a run on him.
We've got a lot
look
of
at
spare
that.
energy. Okay, to
Austria,
use
we would have flown. Love that. Thank you. Just move across in the braking zone, why don't you? This is going to be one of those races, chat. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, damage is noticeable.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those races, I can already tell. Hang on a minute, you let Cam restart his races? You having a laugh? I did not know this. I just need a top 10, that's all I got to think about. If we lose some points to Leclerc in the bigger picture, that's okay. I don't even know which Ferrari's leading. It is Leclerc leading. So, I think, yeah, we'll take the wing change as well. But it's going to mean that trying to manage these soft compound tyres now is going to be even more difficult. can't believe you let Camry start his races. That's wild. Shocking, I would say. Oh, come on then. Can we get a run on Lawson? No. Oh, it's just... I mean, I guess the good thing is it's bad through the left-handers rather than the right-handers. And there are way more right-hand corners here. But it's definitely still noticeable. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, Lawson's already losing so much ground to Oscar. I mean, the other thing I could do is just pit really early and then just see how far I can take the hards. Try and undercut the AI. I guess I'm happy that I didn't waste my set of hard tyres at the start. If that was going to happen anyway. Right, let's see if we can clear Lawson. There we
go. Brilliant. Nice move. Keep going.
Right. Come on then. Let's see if we've got some pace. Now I'm in clear air. Or whether I'm going to need to pit early.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
So 3.7 to Big G. That's what the gap is at the moment. See if we can reel that in. Yeah, this will be my drive to no man's
gap
land.
on the car behind by around a second a lap.
This will be now where I get mechanical failure as well. Yeah, it was 3.7 over the line to Bortoletto. Just got to be careful I don't burn through way too much DRS. I mean, I've got away from Lawson. I guess that's a good omen. Yeah, I guess the reason I was doing it from Bortoletto was more the fact if Oscar gets around him. Because obviously Oscar should get DRS. Oh, it's so bad through there. So bad through there. Oh, I've used so much battery as well. I think the other problem, the risk I run, of course, is that we might just end up getting more and more warnings as well with the damage. I mean, I did technically take time out of Bortoletto that time, but if he and Oscar are just going to keep slipstreaming each other, it doesn't really give us much hope. I said Silverstone was going to be brutal, chat, but I wasn't expecting it to be this bad this early. But messing up both my quality runs probably wasn't ideal.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Alonso's up in P4 though, so he's having a pretty good time of things. Oh, where are... yeah, we're going to have to pit, surely. I think I'm going to have to two-stop, aren't I? So, wing damage does also give more tyre wear, yes. Not loads more, but more. Just because obviously you're having to load at the front more to get the car to bite. I mean, I guess the thing is we're still quicker than the guys behind. And obviously a couple of people will suffer mechanical failures as well. What a nightmare start, though. So, looks like, yeah, the Ferraris and Sykes, I believe that is, are gone. Up at the front of the order. So, we could still try and get to Fernando later on. But we'll dive in now. We'll take a new wing. Come on. Scroll off the speed. Don't get done for speeding on the way in. Otherwise, I think I might actually rage quit. Oh, man. The AI on this game sometimes, they are confusing. So, can I take these tyres 46 laps? I doubt it. Yeah, well, it's going to be a long pit stop anyway. Come on, get the wing on. There we go.
Okay, mate, that's it.
Wonderful.
Go, go, go. Perfect.
Right, let's see what the gap is. Let's see if we can start closing it back down. It's going to be a long, long afternoon. I wouldn't have pit if I wasn't going to replace the wing. What would be the point in that?
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So we're going to be, what, about 27 seconds back from doing? Say, this is the other thing. A pit stop here at Silverstone just takes so much time. Oh, cold ties. Like, you certainly wouldn't want to three-stop this race. This isn't no man's land. You can't be in no man's land if you're at the back. The back doesn't count as no man's land. Being at the back or being at the front is either dominant or terrible. It's only when you're mid-pack that you're nowhere near anybody. That's no man's land. So Alonso's crossing the start-finish line. Or as I make my way through the old turn 1. Let's keep an eye on whether we can close in a bit. I mean, a safety car, red flag, anything like that, that'd be perfect at the moment. I say, it's just when the AI steadily move across you on a braking zone. That's the annoying one. And just how much front wing damage costs you on this game. So even trying to get the tyres up to temperature then would take him basically a second out of doing that lap. What's the tyre wear like? Yeah, I don't think we'd be able to get these to the end, but we'll see. I said, you never know, safety car, red flag, something like that might help us out. Gonna be a long old race though, but that's fine. Silverstone, sorry, Austria, we spent all day at the front. Clearly Silverstone, we're going to spend all day at the back. As long as I'm taking time out of the AI, the legs are fine. After I just got up and stretched, they are fine. Like I said, the goal is to get a top 10. That's the accolade we need. If I don't get a top 10 here, then I will be very disappointed. But we should smash it at Silverstone.
Okay, gap to
Shoulder's
the car in
fine.
front, 24.8 seconds.
Even my wrist is feeling better today. Yeah, so we're running about a second clear of doing. Oh. A warning and I lost time. Make it make sense. Yeah, I do need a rocket man. That'd be helpful. I mean, when will the AI pit? Probably somewhere around lap 15 from the softs. I said the big one is whether we're catching Fernando, because he's holding up that big train of cars. And the Aston Martin shouldn't be that quick round here. Again, I think this is the other big thing with Silverstone. You have to overdrive. Just to try and keep the car. Kind of keep up. I mean, yeah, we're definitely taking time out of Fernando. Not loads, but we are taking time out of it. So, we have definitely got speed. I think being by ourselves here is probably quite useful. We're just on a nice Sunday drive. Hey, welcome in, Amira. I hope you're doing well. At least it's not reverse Silverstone, where the tyre wear is impossible. I mean, normal Silverstone isn't great for it, but... Now, see, that time around we took more out of doing, I think. I said hello the first time, Amira.
Okay, Nico.
I only took
right,
half second out of it, or I took one out of it.
Us. We've really got to look after it now. Let's put everything into protecting that front wing, please.
Oh, come on. Hideaway, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, okay, yeah, we are taking good time out of everybody. Oh no. Doesn't it want to do that though? We just have to throw away time. Again, that's the other annoying one. Sometimes the car just won't grip up through there. Where for the AI, it will every time without fail. And that's even when I'm running a bit more wing. How did I still gain time through that sector? This feels like the Season 2 car.
Okay, gap ahead, 21.5 seconds.
I guess it's always the weird thing as well with Silverstone, is it feels like you almost, like, if you have to pit an extra time, you're like, where are you ever going to make that time back up? But you can really do a lot around here. Like, if I end up having to pit on, like, lap 40 to go back to softs or something, you're like, where on earth are you going to make up 25 seconds? But you can. But I think Doohan and Lawson now are beginning to struggle in their own little battle. Where is the nose? The old turn 1 should not be that difficult. Yeah, Sainz has fallen back from the Ferrari slightly. I mean, Leclerc will probably control this race. Unless Hamilton can do something really special to get back with him.
Okay, you've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your
there you
head
go.
down,
At least we got one on the board. Yeah, time penalty 2-1-2. Gotta love it. Silverstone, like I said, it's going to be tough enough if everything ran smoothly. It feels like everything has gone wrong so far. This would be the race I get a mechanical failure with like 5 laps to go. Yeah, if we get a safety car or something, we can definitely close it. I mean, Doohan and Lawson are definitely dropping back further from everybody else, but as I said, the goal is to be quicker than Fernando, or at least that gaggle of cars, and we definitely are. What, Lewis at Spa 2014?
Tyre conditions.
Just everything goes wrong early on. He retired from that race, though, didn't he, late on? I'm hoping not to. Hopefully I'm not going to have a crash with Bortoleto, that would be bad. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get these tyres to the end. I could have potentially looked at running offset tyres here, but I don't think it makes that much difference. There's just too many high-energy right-handers, which obviously wear out the left tyres. You can try and make it a little bit more even, but you can't really stop those tyres from wearing so badly. Well, there you go. Bortoletto's in. That seems early. We're intrigued to see where he comes back out then. Maybe we are going to have cars to battle with quite soon.
Gabriel coming in for his stop now.
So I think it's going to be Audi last and second to last then. How far behind Big G are we going to be? I think still a fair way back. I mean, if I could just hang on to him for a while, that'd be nice. We might get that opportunity. Making his way back out. Oh, we are going to be ahead of him. Wonderful. I'm not last, chap. I'm second to last. So where was Big G running? He was near the top 10, wasn't he, I think? Maybe there's an opportunity. Yeah, coasting would not help.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD, or lift a little with gentle braking.
I mean, this is the thing. Silverstone, you've just got to push. There's nothing else you can do around here. You have to just go all out. So looking at it at the moment then, I reckon the goal will be trying to take these tyres to about sort of 34? 33, 34? And then kind of doing the last just under 20 laps on another set of mediums. I think that's going to be our way through. As long as I don't have to battle Paul Aaron again, that's the big one we've got to think about.
And gap to the car in front, 12.5 seconds.
So, yeah, I don't think Bortoletto's going any quicker than me either. Despite the fact he's on softer, fresher tyres, so... well, I'm already effectively undercutting the cars ahead. The problem is, again, is just, you might be able to gain that a little bit briefly, but then again, the AI speed around here is just impossible. You're better off trying to hang with them in the DRS. And not putting yourself at such a disadvantage later on. I think 7th gear through there provides the extra stability. You know what we said at Austria about the fact Max had 2 seconds of 5th and every other race was a win back in 23? What happens if we finish 5th here? Does that mean we're going to win every other race? I would never think 5th place is a good omen in this series, but maybe it could be. We didn't win Canada, no, but that was my second place of the year. So we're pretty even with Bortoletto. He is slightly quicker. Oh, there you go. Ferraris are battling again up at the front. I mean, I wouldn't complain if Leclerc had a bad race as well. He's definitely going to close that gap back down in the world title. But it's by how much? Hey, thank you, Nathan. I'm certainly not the best on F1, but I like to feel normally I've got a pretty good idea what I'm doing. Occasionally, races like today, things go a bit away from us, but I think that happens to all of us from time to time. So I'm surprised nobody else has pit mode. So I don't know whether Bortoletto got damage or what he's struggling with, but it's very weird. I mean, the tyre wear on this car isn't the best, but I'm surprised we're both struggling this much. This feels like, yeah, Season 2 Audi all over again. There's no speed. I mean, Ferrari are most likely going to take the lead in the Constructors today. I think Max did a lot better in Miami, at least in over 1 lap. In the race, he was an absolute menace still. Yeah, the gap in front is definitely still coming down. I'm just intrigued to know, well, when some of these guys are going to start pitting. Oh, there you go. As soon as I say that. McLaren in. Alonso's in. So we could be close to the McLarens, maybe. Because they were battling with Big G, weren't they? That's also a very good point, Pokedex. Right, we might get into the top 10 for the first time today. Actually, I don't think enough cars have pit. But I think this is a lot of the soft compound runners are in then. Right, where are we going to come back at? Wow, that McLaren's already out.
Nice work, you smashed it.
Okay.
Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay,
So we're going to be out right with Alonso then. That's reassuring. Oh, and Mark's gone. Wonderful. Right, let's try and stick in the reins then of Fernando. It's going to be what has to drag me through these next few laps. Oh, gap's already got back over a second. And again, luckily we should have some pretty good straight line speed. Yeah, that's the goal now. Not to try and get around Fernando anytime soon. We're just trying to stick near him. It's just the drive out of there. The AI are insane. Every time they just drive away from you by at least 2 tenths. Come on. Nope, I'm going to lose it, I think. Maybe. Oh, I think we just stayed in the range. Yep, wonderful. That's the goal. Although Gasly's right behind me as well. He's having a pretty good start. I mean, Fernando's on soft compound tyres. Much fresher tyres as well. He should be comfortably quicker than me. If, and it's a big if, we can stick with him. That'd be huge. So yeah, a lot of these guys are definitely two-stopping. There we go. I'm going to gain another one. But I have lost the range. Yeah, I think, like I said, the goal today is a top 10. Maybe if we get like a safety car or a red flag later on, might be able to do something a bit more special with it. But I always knew this track was going to be brutal. Oh, come on. It's not even quicker. That puts under pressure from Gasly. I actually wouldn't mind if Pierre goes past him. Just drag us along a bit. Alright, go on, Pierre. Just go. Safety car lap 28. I would not complain. Are we going to be top 10 now? Lando's into the 126s. So Doohan's in. Aaron's in, so at least they're going to be ahead of him. Who's that, Williams? Albon. Oh, we're just going to get out ahead of Alex. We are into the points for the first time today, then. Now the goal is to stay here. Again, I wouldn't mind if Albon finds a way through. You know that Williams is quick. Hey, thank you, Yuma. And to you, sir. Oh, Albon. Definitely not an opportunity there. I'm happy to try and charge back up the pack, though, a little bit here. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Oh, and Gasly's going through. Oh, I hope Pierre gets a warning for that. He won't. But he should. Don't let Albon now scamper away. Oh, come on. Right, stick with him. Let's go. So Leclerc sets new fastest. Looks like, again, Verstappen's trying to do a weird strat. Verstappen might be trying to gamble a one-stop. I believe the Ferraris have pit. Because I am way closer to them than I was. I don't believe Max has, though. It's just how much you lose out of that final corner as well. Luckily, you can gain most of it back by the time you get into turn 1. But it is still insane. Right, come on, Albon. Drag me along, sir. It's having to use so much battery just to even match them. I literally have to go purple sector 1 to keep up with the AI. And I'm probably going to lose it here anyway. Oh, that was so close to a warning. Wonderful. And again, it's just the fact you can do that for a lap or so and then you run out of battery again. So you're not even going to be able to stick with them long term anyway. You're basically just delaying the inevitable. Lando Norris seems to be getting quicker though. So, terrible qualifying for him and Oscar, but they do seem to have good race pace. I mean, literally, Silverstone against the AI feels like a league race. I'm not even joking. It is all about being methodical with the battery and just pushing like crazy. If you've ever thought about league racing and don't know whether to give it a whirl, try and race maxed out AI at Silverstone. That's what it's like. Hey, welcome in, Bossman Jam. My tyres I put on about 15 laps ago. Oh, are we going to stay in the range? Gonna be close. Oh, I don't think so that time. Yeah, I think... Oh, no, we did. Okay. I thought we were 1.0 out. And now we've definitely lost it. But we have got away from Pierre again. Yeah, so Verstappen's lost the lead. So I don't know which Ferrari's in front again. It's probably Leclerc. Yeah, there you go. That gap's gone. We are on lap 22 of 52. There is still a long way to go in this race. Come on. I mean, we might get the jump on the Red Bull temporarily. I'm so intrigued to see what Verstappen can do. We've already pit once, so I'm definitely not going to be able to get these tyres to the end. So my goal is to pit in about 10 laps, and then take a set of mediums through to the checkered flag. But I think Verstappen is trying a one-stop. But I think he might be, unless I've lost tabs on someone, I think he's the only one trying it. You lose 0.2 of a second and it still gives you a warning. The AI would do that, they'd be fine. When's Mark going to give me the lottery numbers, chat? That'd be good to know. Oh, we've had similar levels of rage. Literally Indy at the weekend. But yeah, F1 CE is infuriating. Someone commented on a video recently going, have I ever played F1 CE? I was like, I've probably got close to 100 videos on it. Way of opening, Andrew. I haven't been doing that many live streams either recently, sir, so do not fear. But I'm doing alright. Trying to just wrap up this season of the whole career mode. I'm hoping that even with a terrible race here, we might still get to 99 rated. I don't know what Antonelli's doing. That's one of the other unknowns. Again, you lift out. You literally lift out and it still gives you a penalty. You deliberately try and lose any advantage gained and the game goes, nope. Have the pen anyway. Like I said, it's the fact the AI can just hang on the white line. But you do the same thing and the curve will just throw you out of track limits. And when every second matters around here, 6 seconds worth of pens is impossible. Yeah, but this is my point as well. Because Silverstone's so bumpy, Smurf, just sometimes you'll get met with understeer. There's not really a lot you can do about it. And sometimes the car bites, sometimes it doesn't. And you can't afford to drive under the limit in case it doesn't bite. Because then you just end up losing time anyway. You're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think a lot of people feel that way, Andrew. I think a lot of people are just kind of fed up of not even knowing anything. It is frustrating.
3.2 seconds.
Oh, there you go. Max is
okay,
in.
keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.4 seconds. 4.1 seconds.
Again, I'll throw away another 3/10 there, just to make sure we don't get a warning. Are we going to be ahead of Max? That'd be nice. Yes we are. Wonderful. Back into the points we go. Oh, that'd be good, Smurf. That'd be a good idea. Unfortunately, I can't do it mid-race. Yeah, I'm not convinced that one stop's working well for Max at the moment. I mean, this in theory should be as far down the order as he ever ends up, but I still feel like, even for the AI here, that is too brutal. The amount of time loss is just mad early on. Yeah, like we literally saw Gasly a few laps ago run wide through the old turn 1. He won't get a warning for that, despite the fact he didn't lose any time. Although, say, we do seem to be keeping Pierre at bay again, so I guess if ever there was a positive to look at the moment. Yeah, track limits are on uber aggressively. It's just your eyes deceiving you. Losing ground to Antonelli still.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
I wouldn't even say I'm that quick on this game, but I guess I play it quite a lot. I do this as a full-time job. I probably should be fairly quick at it. Yeah, we're keeping the gap to Pierre at about just somewhere between 1 and 1.5. Which, considering he's on fresher, softer tyres, is probably quite good at the moment. But obviously Verstappen now is moving his way through. I'd like to still be ahead of Max by the time I pit, but I doubt it. What's the tyre we're up to? Yeah, 45. So like I said, I think that pit stop around 32 is going to be pretty optimal. 20 laps on the mediums to the end, after running about 26 on this
the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.3 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be the big thing. I've got to hope that we can undercut Pierre by quite a bit and just hold up that gap with the penalty later on. But again, safety car, red flag, anything like that, you never know.
The car behind is dropping back.
F126 has not been released yet. We are still waiting. What do you have to do to convince me to do more classic racing on Automobilista? Not a lot of convincing is needed, to be honest. As I said, I do need to look at doing a career mode on there at some point. I'm sure, yeah, the DLC will come out before GTA 6. GTA 6 is still, what, November? Yeah, we're starting to get away from Gasly a little bit. A point. Is that too much to ask for here? One singular point. That's what I'm hoping for. Surprised that no one's at Swarm 3 yet.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah, so the gap to Max is coming down a little bit, but not that much. Like I said, yeah, end of 32, then we'll dive in. So we should get a little bit of an undercut against the AI. But again, we shouldn't be at too much of a disadvantage later on. Yeah, I'd say I could be very, very tempted to do like a 70s career or something like that. Like I said, I think the only real thing with Automobilista is just there is still a bit of a limitation when it comes to tracks. But I'm sure I could figure out something. Even if I did like a 10 race season. You could do like classic Silverstone, classic Hockenheim, Nürburgring. Could even throw in, I guess you could do like a classic Red Bull Ring. You could do original Sao Paulo. There's definitely quite a few on there we could do. It's just like fully configuring the AI, everything like that. Making sure everything's perfect. There you go. Verstappen's jumped Gasly. So Pierre now is beginning to struggle towards the end of this stint. But how quick will Max now reel us in? Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
The car behind's tyres are in a much better condition.
I really got confused then. I didn't recognise the first part of that message. Don't hear that one very often. I don't want... Oh, Max now is going to drag Gasly back to me with the DRS. That's annoying. I mean, Stroll's still in last, so he's not having a particularly fun day. I mean, could someone... No, I don't think we'll be at risk of getting laps here. Say, maybe that could be the key. Trying to get everybody else a lap down and then we try and stay on the lead lap. Effectively make the penalties not worth anything. But I don't think we're going to get that. Yep, so Verstappen's just dragged Pierre back to us. Yeah, we'll obviously pit if there's a safety car. But doesn't look like we're going to get one at the moment. I mean, we haven't been dropping anything to Antonelli. Oh, come on. Don't get double track limits.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target.
Max is literally going to drag Gasly closer to me than he was. Because the AI just don't get affected by dirty air. I just want a point so we can see if we can get Hulk to 99 rated. That's all I want. Yeah, I'll let Max through up this next straight. Just to make sure I'm the one with the DRS again. Thought you go around the outside. Alright, go Max. Drag me with you.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I mean, look at that. Pierre's now right back on us. So that has worked out beautifully for him.
Pit now, pit now.
Still don't know how competitive Max will be though by the end of the afternoon. Guess that's the only real interesting one. Because his tyres will be dead by the end. Actually, he's on mediums. Is he even going to be able to get those to the end? I don't think he will. Maybe I am still battling Max for position then. Not really at the moment, but... Look at the drive off of that final turn. Yeah, it's not our race today, Bradson. Not this one, anyway. First race went well. Second race, no. It could get worse, though. We could get a mechanical. Right, come on, I've just got to try and get
close. You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes.
Hey, have a good one, Nathan. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Yeah, we'll dive in next lap. Try and take some mediums to the end. Tyres are getting pretty cooked, but we're going to be boxing off them soon. Oh, come on. Nope, again, we've lost the reins now. We're getting away from Bortoletto a bit more. Ah, come on. It's not going that well, this second race. Just going to try and keep Pierre behind me a little bit longer. Whoa. Yeah, so I'll be intrigued to see when Max is going to...
2.2 seconds.
I think basically we need someone in front of mechanical failure. That's going to be my only hope. Well, hopefully, obviously, undercut, get away from Pierre a bit more. Try and build up that 6-second gap by the end. And hope there's somebody in front as mechanical. I think that's going to be our best plan of action. We started last. Unfortunately, Stroll blocked me on my first lap. And I just ran slightly wide on the second one. And then we got damage from Paul Aaron early on, so we had to pit. So it really, yeah, just has not been a race to write home about. Make sure Gasly doesn't get any ideas. Okay, so I'll try and charge up my own pack a little bit more. Oh, come on. Just how much you lose through there. The fact the AI can just hit it every single lap. Right, into the pits we go then. On to set medium, so hopefully see us through to the checkered flag. These tyres have absolutely been cooked on these last couple of laps. Oh, that was way too slow on the way in. Scrubbed off too much speed there.
Okay, Gabriel's in the pits. Gabriel.
Why?
In the pits now.
Why is Bortoletto pitting as well, man? There you go. That's Big G's day ruined. Even more. Not been a good day down at Audi. Really not been a good day for Audi so far. That is a terrible miscommunication. So we'll have a bit more of a gap then over Bortoletto. I mean, we're going to re-emerge then down in P16, I believe. Are we going to be... I hope we're ahead of Lawson.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled
pit stops.
Let's go.
I think we are just... Okay. Right, let's go. Got to try and take these tyres 20 laps to the flag. First up, try and make sure we got a gap over Gasly again. Hey, welcome in, Chester. Yeah, don't let Lawson get in the range. Let he and those guys battle it out with each other. Oh, come on! This is the way the car bounces over that curb, it just goes wide. Flight Simulator 2025. I assume you're a big Flight Sim fan instead of F1. Interesting opening message, though. I cannot get 9 seconds worth of pens. That'll be a disaster. Hey, welcome in, Vibes. Whoa. So Hajar's in.
Gap to the car in front. 4.4
Alonso's also come back in. Oh, how much of a gap has Alonso got on me? Alonso suddenly is 13 seconds clear again. Yeah, maybe at this point I want a blown up engine. I mean, the fact we still have no mechanical failures for anybody. Like I said, if we get one for someone in front, we've got a chance.
Car ahead now, running medium tyres.
But without a mechanical failure for someone, I think we're going to be in real trouble. Now, I have no idea. I think you meant Flight Sim esports then. I was going to be like, how on earth do you esports on Flight Sim? Who can fly somewhere the quickest? Hey, welcome in, Ewan. Farming Sim does have esports. But apparently they actually have quite a good system for it. Right, a few more cars in then. Obviously we won't get the jump on Antonelli. I don't know if Gasly is any of them. Let's see. Colapinto's in, Behrman's in. Is the last one Gasly? I think he
That
is.
was the fastest lap of the race.
Yep,
Keep
it is
this
Pierre.
up. Well done.
So they're on harder tyres to the checkered flag. Antonelli's only 5 seconds clear. Of course, we've just got a huge undercut. So I've got 3 seconds over Pierre. So at the moment, if things were to finish like this, I believe we've still got a couple more cars that need to pit. Maybe it's just Paul Aaron. But we would be P11 on the road, P12 after pens. I need 2 more seconds over Gasly. And no more penalties. So we need someone to retire. I say, I can understand more on like games where you can shoot other planes down. But on Flight Sim, I was like, yeah, not a chance. Hey, welcome in, Kieran. I'm having a bit of a nightmare race here from Silverstone, but, you know, that's part of racing. Safe to say most Grand Prix so far this season have gone pretty well, so one nightmare is not the end of the world. Still going to be comfortable in the World Championship. Antonelli's really struggling, actually. Maybe I could still get to him. I mean, these fresh mediums feel wonderful. Maybe Antonelli's got a mechanical issue. Whoa. We're still pulling away from Pierre. How on earth have I just gone fastest?
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Okay.
7.
And 7, according to our engineer. Right, we need 1 more second over Gasly. But yeah, we know Paul Aaron's going to have to pit soon. So we know we'll get the jump on him again. Gap to Antonelli's down to 2.7 seconds. I have no idea what's going on with him. Maybe this last set of mediums is exactly what we need. Maybe this is like a super medium tyre. I think it will still be pretty painful by the end of the stint, but we'll wait and see. Right, we've got the gap over Pierre. This is career mode, yes. Right, Aaron's in as well. I guess the thing is, if I do get around Antonelli, I then got to be really strategic trying to get away from him. I'll have to pick and choose how I go through. Right, we're back up into 11th spot though. With or without the pens. So, like I said, 1 retirement, 1 mechanical failure for an AI in front. Job will be a good one. I mean, Albon... Oh, no, he's just hit? I assume Albon's just dived in, hasn't he? That's why he's taking softs to the end. I think the goal with Antonelli would be charge up the pack behind him and then just go one lap. Launch past him and then try and scamper away. But I mean, we are reliably going a second quicker. It is just how well these tyres hang on towards the end of the GP. I said super medium, Smurf, not special mediums. Oh no. Somehow that wasn't a warning. I think Antonelli's getting those tyres back up to speed. Come on, if we can just get in the DRS, that'd be so useful. Those few extra tenths. I'm still intrigued to know which Ferrari's winning. Yeah, I think it is Charles, but I don't know for sure. Oh, yellows! Oh, it's a car behind, though. It's Colapinto. He's going to be our first retirement of the afternoon. Doesn't really help me out, though. Disappointment for Aston Martin that their home GP. Yep, Leclerc, another new fastest lap, so it is definitely Leclerc leading. It does make me chuckle the fact we can go from Austria last weekend, where I could win by half a minute, to here at Silverstone, where I might not even score a point. F1 25's consistency, ladies and gentlemen. Some places the AI are insane, other places they're rubbish. Get in the range. Come on. Oh, we're going to be close, but I don't think it's close enough this time. Yeah, not quite there. One more lap, though. Whoa, don't use that curve. Does drag the nose in nicely, but just upsets the rear end of the car on the exit. Hey, thank you, Kieran. I appreciate the sub, buddy. Yeah, we are trying to push. I mean, Albon's getting in the way. Alonso seems to be struggling a little bit as well late on, but... Oh, come on. Could have got in the DRS there. Hey, welcome in, Ryan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Ugh. Come on, get in that second. We've definitely got it under a second temporarily. We'll have to keep draining the battery back towards turn one. Oh, we might just be inside that time. The Delta did move around a lot. Nope, not enough. Oh, come on. Antonelli definitely seems to have found a bit of confidence again back in the car. Gasly's dropped behind Bortoletto though, so no idea what's happened at Pierre. Will we get one more mechanical failure for an AI in front, chat? And then I don't even need to worry about Antonelli. I can just sit behind him to the end. Finally in the DRS. Right. Let's try and charge up this pack a little bit. And then we'll just try and see if we can clear him and scamper away. I mean, a safety car or anything like that would be awful towards the end. That would be so much pain. So it's definitely easier though to charge up the pack when you're in the DRS. Just knowing you've got that extra bit of competitive straight line speed against the AI here. Yeah, we are going quicker than Alonso on this final run. I don't think we could get to Fernando by the end, but I think if we did, we'd definitely have the gap over Antonelli. But I think Fernando now might get dragged along by Albon a bit more. Yeah, I think we'll give it one more lap behind Antonelli. Keep just trying to charge up the pack a little bit more. Then we'll try and get ahead and go. I mean, the fact we're not even putting away from Big G is slightly alarming. There you go, Albon, another new fastest lap. Yeah, we're nearly there to a full pack, so... I mean, this is the thing at Silverstone. Energy management is everything. Oh, don't hit that curb. Come on. I'm having to be so careful as well with track limits warnings. I don't know if I've got one more or no more spares. Yeah, we should be able to clear him down the hangar straight now. And then we've just got to try and drain the battery, get a second clear, and then keep trying to build up the gap. Come on. You gonna get him? Yeah, we should get him. Straight line speed here is mad when you're in the tow. Antonelli just messed himself up slightly. And getting around him is not the difficult bit. Getting out of the 1 second zone, that's where it's tough. Come on. Oh, again, you just see how much the AI gain off of that final turn. Gain a bit through T1, T2 again, but effectively we're just trying to catch Alonso by the end if you want the gap over Antonelli. But I think that's going to be difficult to come by. What you almost want is the AI to battle you and make a mistake. That's probably one of the easier ways to get him out of the 1 second. Come on, gap goes up to 7/10. Might be able to get him out of the range. Use the battery. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wonderful. 1.1 by the time we get to that DRS. Right, we need another 5 seconds towards the end of this Grand Prix. I've used plenty of battery there to get the gap. As long as we keep hold of it, jobs are good. Whoa. Easy over that curb. It's just like trying to get the power down through that final corner. Oh, I actually overused my battery that time. Right, we're going to be monitoring that gap then right the way through to the end. 1.5. I don't think I've ever had to work this hard for a point on this game. But this is Silverstone. I always knew this one was going to be tough. It is also about how well these tyres will hang on right towards the end. Looks like Verstappen's hanging on quite nicely on his tyres. Yeah, I just don't think Antonelli's got that straight line speed. Very, very weird. We seem to be gaining quite a lot of him in places I wouldn't expect to around here. Gap's up to 2. Oh, come on. Just got to make sure I don't completely drain the pack either. No warning. That would be bad. Oh, it's just so important we get that hook up through the final turn. 2.4 though. This is not over. 8 laps remaining. We need another 3.5 seconds. And no more warnings, as I keep saying. Oh, no. That could have been bad. Don't even think that lost as much time in the end. Oh, come on. Get that nose in. Yeah, it seems like Antonelli's really struggling off a corner exit a lot more than he should be. A lot more on corner exit and high speed. I'm just trying to avoid that curve. Oh, we've got more yellows. Is that a Haas car? I think it is. I think that might be Behrman. Home Grand Prix for Ollie Behrman. And it's all going to go wrong for him. Late on in the day. Please don't be a safety car now. No, it's Paul Aaron out of the Grand Prix. So it's going to give Ollie Behrman a bit of a window. I mean, we might be able to get back to Fernando. I mean, if I could get in Fernando's DRS by the end, that would be handy. I'm not going to beat him on the road, but... So I wanted 2 cars for mechanical failures in front of us. It's ended up being 2 cars behind. F1 25, ladies and gents. I've put another 3 tenths on Antonelli that time. We need more than that. It's just how much the gap ebbs and flows. One moment you'll gain 3 tenths, the next you lose it all again. Oh, come on. There is Paul Aaron's stricken car, so... Yeah, long afternoon for him, and it's going to be all for naught in the end. And it did look like he was going to beat his teammate Ollie Behrman today, so that is a great, great team for the Estonian. 3 seconds now to Antonelli. Oh, that's so close to a warning. The Astra's definitely dropping back a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not convinced we'll get to Alonso by the end. Unless he has a little moment or something. But we are trying. Oh, don't lock the rears. That's why I took a % out of the brake pressure today. Just as I was worried about that through there. 3.2. And again, we take a load of time out of Fernando. Maybe if, like I said, if we could just get within a second of him, even that would be worth a few tenths. So it might well be that I try and sacrifice some ERS on, say, the penultimate lap to get DRS on the last lap or something like that. But I am pushing so hard here to try and get this gap. Sometimes we get kind of a bit on Antonelli, other times we get nothing, and that is not the line through there. Luckily, didn't have to blend out the throttle. The car gets lighter towards the end. It does make it a bit more manageable through those high-speed corners. And again, we cannot afford an error. Yeah, that time we took a second out of Fernando. So he's definitely struggling more than Antonelli and I. Whoa. Oh, that was supposed to be in a warning. 3.4. But we lost a load out in the final turn. Come on, Fernando. Yeah, it's about one lap you'll take loads and the next lap you can't get anything. And I've used a bit too much of the battery again. That's going to cost us. But yeah, Antonelli's closing in on Fernando as well. Oh, we've got 5 more laps. We've got to keep pushing. No! That's over. It's over. No idea how we saved it. Dream's dead. Ah! Oh, Kimmy. Whoa. Yeah, the dream's dead, I think, with that one. Unless Antonelli picked... Oh, even now, we're losing loads of time to Bortoletto. So frustrating. You just hit that curb wrong once. Oh. Antonelli gave me a punt there. Somehow he didn't get damage from that one. I did think that was going to be my only other lifeline here late on. Oh! Yeah, I think we were optimistic there turning in. How does he not get wing damage from that, though? Oh, it's so frustrating. Late on in the day. Everything's just getting away from us. See if we can get back to him. I mean, I said Silverstone was going to be brutal. All things being considered, the fact that we got within a couple of seconds of scoring points honestly feels like an achievement in this race.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work.
Thanks,
That's
Mark.
why I love working with you. Smashed it. 5.5 seconds. 0.3 seconds. 1.
And see now, Antonelli's getting better again. Come on, we've got to get back in the range. Mark's just come back from his break. He's given us all the lottery numbers again. That's what he does. See, yeah, this is going to be the first time all season the Bortoletto's beaten us. Maybe it's worth it for Audi trying to hold up Antonelli right towards the end. Come on, I want to just get back ahead of him on the road. Surely, at the very least, we can try and get back ahead of him on the road. How is Antonelli now so quick? We've been pulling away from him for ages, and now suddenly he's decided to get good again. Ah! Hey, he's just pulling away from me. Where has this speed come from? Oh, there you go. There's another warning. So I did have one more in it before I got another pen. Oh, no. Yeah, that seems about right. Don't take Bortoletto away. That's annoying. Yeah, tyres are completely gone. Completely gone. Oh, where's Silverstone, man? I hate this place on this game. It's just the AI is so nuts here. And you can't do anything. Anything about it. I think we're only going to lose... Oh, no. Who's winning? Oh, no, that's Stroll, isn't it? Yeah, off you go, Pierre. That is sent. Got it stopped, though. Yeah, I'm surprised that Gasly struggled as much as he has towards the end. Don't know if he's got just a tiny bit of damage on that car or what. The Audi is a mod for the game. Oh, see, that time around, it'll sit flat over the curves. Well, I think, yeah, just tried a bit too hard with the tyres late on. Really, really frustrating the way this race has got away from us. We'll still try and send it on Pierre. There you go, get that one hooked up again. But, say, I knew this race was going to be brutal. I'm happy we'd built up a gap prior to this season. Is it going to be Leclerc, though, or is it going to be Hamilton? I think it's Leclerc still leading the way. I was so kind of focused on our own battle for so long. I haven't really been keeping tabs on what was going on towards the front of the order. By the way, it's going to be a McLaren, I believe, that split them towards the end of this one. But ultimately, yeah, the wing damage early on, I don't think the one stop would have been much quicker anyway. But it basically obviously just meant that we were guaranteed that we weren't going to be able to do it. And for Charles Leclerc, it is going to be a huge points gain in the bigger picture. Leclerc's going to win here at Silverstone. McLaren, I think that's Lando will come through for P2. Head of Lewis Hamilton. I think it's going to be Sainz in 4th. Head of George Russell as well. So, a good day for all the Brits here at Silverstone, apart from Ollie Behrman. Gasly. Yeah, not a chance there, sir. I think he's probably going to get me though towards the end of this lap. Here goes Pierre. The inside, not able to make that one happen. Oh, yeah, tyres are gone. Whoa. No idea how we saved that either, but in towards the final few corners then. Are we going to be able to hold off Gasly once more? I refuse to lose to the Alpine towards the end of this race. We'll try and give him a big old squeeze to the outside. Oh, there we go. Get the elbows out. Oh, we ran very, very deep though through the exit. Is Pierre going to try and do anything? Whoa. Yeah, these tyres are definitely 50 pence pieces towards the end of this one. Through the final corner though, let's try and get some air. There you go, wonderful. Another pen.
All right,
game over.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh, I hate Silverstone. I just hate Silverstone on this game. It's so rubbish. So rubbish. Yeah, Lando, to be fair, after a terrible qualifying for both McLarens, he's done well. He's had a good recovery.
To the checkered flag, it's King Charles today. He wins.
Well, like I said, I'm happy that Austria went well. I knew the Silverstone was going to be brutal, so I didn't want to just have that one as our race today. Who predicted P13 to P15? Nobody. Don't think I'm surprised by that one.
To this driver for taking victory today.
But hey, at least we got Spa next. That should be a good track for us again. Spa normally should be a pretty good race for us on this game. And it's a sprint weekend. So there's more opportunities to score some points there. I mean, Big G, he won the sprint race last season. So maybe, just maybe, I can see Bortoletto pick up some big points. Like I said though, I guess it's a good effort we've built up such a buffer ahead of Leclerc prior to this round. That's certainly handy. But 2 races done in under 4 hours is pretty good going. I mean, they are 2 quick races and they were both dry. But I'm still surprised. Yeah, avoid that cone, La Hangman. Good man. Good man. I mean, we'll be back live tomorrow by 1 PM UK time, I want to say. Obviously, we're just doing Belgium. We're going to do the full sprint weekend.
Well, that was certainly an
exciting
weekend of Formula 1. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula 1 action very soon.
Well, there we are then. Charles Leclerc second on the grid. P1 come the checkered flag ahead of Lando Norris. Yeah, from 14th there the McLaren man probably was the fastest one today. Hamilton in P3 ahead of Sainz and George Russell. Verstappen did make the one-stop work to finish P6 ahead of Albon, Piastri, Alonso, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Podiums, penalties, pain. A lot can be described for this weekend. Paul Aaron and Franco Colapinto, the only drivers that failed to see the checkered flag. And yeah, our buffer, really for the first time this season, has come down in quite a big way. 45 still the gap to Leclerc, so we've got a decent, healthy margin still. But yeah, we need to just look after that as we head through the second half of the season. Lando Norris still in third. Hamilton yet to break the 100-point barrier in P4. Ahead of Sainz, Piastri, George Russell, with Albon, Verstappen and Alonso inside the top 10 still. Bortoletto back down to 11th. After some decent points for some other drivers as well. And still, just the V-Carbs, Aaron and Doohan yet to score. Constructors-wise, Ferrari, yep, back at the top of the table once again. 34 points clear of Audi. We've still got a 28-point gap, though, ahead of McLaren. Williams ahead of Aston Martin. Red Bull back ahead of... Sorry, Williams ahead of Mercedes. Red Bull ahead of Aston Martin with Haas, Alpine, and V-Carb. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon ready for the, Belgian Grand Prix. Oh, there we go, chat. There we go. Mercury, I know nothing at the moment. I know as much as you do, sir. I've got no extra intel, anything about F1 26. Oh, my TV's just about to turn off. So we've got a career-defining rivalry going against Leclerc, but I feel like I would have lost some stats from this one. Did still gain racecraft. We've somehow No, we haven't net gained. Yet somehow we have. Okay. So, like I said, I reckon if we can get a good result next weekend, if we can get that point, we can definitely get that 99 rating. Thank you there, everybody. I'm going to end the short format stream there, so I don't forget. We'll find somewhere to raid over on Twitch. But like I said, we'll be back live tomorrow, 1 PM UK. Belgian Grand Prix.